parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
With Popeye's new $6 Faves menu, you can get this 3-piece chicken, this 3-piece tenders, this chicken sandwich, or these 2 regular sides for just $6 a piece. I know you can't see what I see, but trust me, those bold Louisiana flavors look so good, you might just have to get them all. Now there's an idea.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants. Price may vary. Terms apply.
You bought an RV, and you got an automatic discount from Progressive by bundling it with your home or auto insurance. That's great, but a serious word of warning every RVer should heed. You don't need to talk about things like dry weight or dump stations. And you don't need one of those expensive water filter straws either. Because the most extreme thing most RVers encounter is a campsite without hookups. So just enjoy yourself and Progressive's automatic discount when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
That sound? Yeah, that's not a good sign. Hey, it's Drew Brees. And when your car starts making noises like that, a big repair bill might be coming right at you. But with CarShield, you don't have to fear unexpected breakdowns. CarShield helps protect you from expensive auto repairs. I spent my career making tough calls, but this one is simple.
Visit carshield.com now and join the team that's helped millions of drivers save. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the Drive, baby.
The Drive Guys, Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles. It's drive time with the Drive Guys.
Alan Stiles, you ready for draft day? A big day of celebration for Raider fans, right?
This starts quite the stretch.
Yeah.
If you're Kings fans, Raiders fans, that group, you know, that circle.
Oh, I see where you're going.
You know that, what is it, that diagram with the 3 circles, and you'd have all the, I know they're not in Northern California anymore, but all the Northern California-esque teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got the Niners, Raiders, Kings, Warriors, A's, Giants, and you put them all on that diagram. You got the 3 circles. Who falls into all 3 of those circles? If you are Kings, Raiders, it starts tonight. It starts tonight, and this starts a domino effect of good drafts and one of the most beautiful spring to summer transitions that you have had as a sports fan in the history of your life. It starts tonight with Fernando. It starts, we made it. We got one checked off the list. Just say the name.
Well, this must be just a really nice spot to be in because you know it's going to happen.
Hold the tongue, man.
You just get to kind of bask in it.
Oh, yeah.
You know it's officially happening tonight. You look forward to that. Nothing can go wrong. And you celebrate it. Then, you know, whatever's going to happen on the field, that's down the road.
Right.
But tonight is a night of celebration and to a degree vindication for Raider fans, right?
It's a night of hope. That's what it is. We don't know how good Fernando, and somebody is, there's been at least a couple different numbers every single time we hop on this show. I can't wait for Fernando to not be as good. I don't care. We don't know. You might be right. But today it doesn't matter because none of us know. All we can assume is that he is going to be the guy. That's what we can assume. You know those games, Whitey, where you have a certain score, right? But it kind of scores backwards. And your goal is to try to keep it as high as possible. I can't think of one off the top of my head. But right now, the score is as high as possible, right? When you draft the QB, your assumption is that you have the next Peyton Manning. You have the next Tom Brady. If you take somebody in the top 10, you don't know how close or how far you are from that until a couple years down the road. But that's what you officially assume. And then after that, you realize, okay, cool, we got us a Kirk Cousins. Okay, we got us a whoever. But tonight,
nothing can go wrong tonight.
Nothing can go wrong tonight.
Although something has already gone wrong for the NFL. You mentioned Peyton Manning. The NFL enlisted Peyton Manning to talk to Fernando to try to get him to actually be there at the draft. Peyton Manning told a reporter in Denver that.
Well, that's his decision.
Yes, it is.
And I respect that.
I do too.
You know, as a human,
I'm
that's
poking
what he
at
wants
you, but
to
I
do.
do too.
Now, here's the question. Who's the last number one pick to not be there?
Boy, I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's someone in there. Well, it'd probably go back to, if you throw out the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing about Fernando, did you see who threw out the first pitch at the Giants game last night?
Oh, I'm glad you brought this up. Because it looked just like
No,
Fernando.
it did
Yes,
not.
no, it did. Andrew Luck. It was Stanford night. And they had a Stanford Giants hat, which the hats with different colors, it always makes me uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't need to see a Giants hat in red. I know it's Stanford night, but people out there, they wear hats. It's a green Giants
I'm with
hat.
You.
I don't know.
Color's a big part of it. If you're going to represent a team, the color is non-negotiable.
Not for me. And Jay, we were just talking about those new era hats. Shout out, we'll take a sponsor. But they're not cheap. So if I'm going to pay for a $60, I can't pay for a $60 hat and it ain't my team's colors.
Right.
That's just me, but
I agree with you.
Do what you got to do. So Andrew Luck gets up there, and Whitey, he looked like he was throwing a football. Stop playing with me today. He looked the same.
He threw a little lob ball in there, but he looked like, I didn't feel like, he's never held a baseball before.
If Fernando was going to your Niners, you would look at this completely different. Completely different.
No, and it has nothing to do with how he's going to play football.
Well,
that's
trying to
matters.
No. You're trying to allude to that. And you know what, Whitey?
They gave him a baseball, and he tried to open it.
I don't like it.
He didn't know what it was.
I don't like it. Okay? Even Jay isn't giving me grief. Because we understand that today is today, the night is the night.
They gave Fernando a baseball. He thought it was like a Rubik's Cube or something. Like, I can't figure it out.
And I'm sure he's the guy. He can do Rubik's Cubes in
probably
30 seconds a pop.
I bet you Andrew Luck could.
I think Fernando could.
Closed.
No, I think Fernando could.
Okay, I think they both could, but okay.
No. And let us not forget, and I know what you're doing here too. Because before Fernando was at Indiana, he was a Cal Berkeley Bear. So there's a little bit of tension there between these two guys, both going to be number one overall picks. And I got love for both schools. You know, I know.
Good for you.
You know, some people, I'm Stanford guy, I'm Cal guy. I'm probably more Cal than I am Stanford, but I got love for both.
I want to apologize to you because I said something to Matt. We're kidding about De'Aaron Fox, and he really, I have to text him because he really took offense at it.
I don't know
but
why
he went
set me
after
up.
you.
You set me up.
And I apologize.
But don't apologize. That's where I do my best work.
Well, I know.
Jay had to hit me with the Nick Cannon. Hey, if we didn't stop you, you'd still be beating your damn drum.
Fellas, slow down.
Jay came in. Stop the fight.
Alan.
Stop the fight.
Alan, come on, man. And by the way, just because we're already here, it's my toddler's birthday, baby E.
Oh, that's right.
3 years
Happy
old.
birthday.
3 years old, and it's funny when Matt brought up, and I've said this before on the show, Matt brought up Kings Warriors. She was born. We were sitting down the day after she was born watching the game when Harrison Barnes missed that wing three. We were at John Muir Hospital watching, you know, and she was born during that series. So that's crazy. So when Matt brought it up, who are you rooting for? My wife at the time and my baby girl, she was in the NICU for a hot second. And 3 years later, man, she's the fastest 3-year-old
That's tremendous.
in the nation. In the nation. It's a big summer for us, Whitey. This is where she becomes a phenom. So it's a big summer in the Styles household.
What now? She's the fastest 3-year-old in the nation?
Yeah, we ever clocked as the fastest female 3-year-old in the nation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's something people keep track of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and you could say anything. Who's gonna dispute it? In my opinion, she is.
Mm-hmm.
We clocked it, right? When she and 3-4, they start track about 4 years old, Whitey. Maybe younger than that.
Okay.
And she be running everywhere.
All right.
So we ready to go.
Good.
So it's a beautiful day.
How does she feel about that?
Oh, great.
Good.
Great.
Good.
And you saw her swing. You saw
yeah.
her swing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big summer. So nobody, the Keon texter, Matt about this De'Aaron Fox thing. Choo choo. Now you got the D train rolling. Look, we're rolling, man. It's Fernando Mendoza Day.
Yeah.
And obviously my kid's birthday. It's both their days. It's more my kid's birthday.
And it's no problem at all. Normally we hear a lot from you in the morning, and we didn't hear from you today, and that's fine. That's 100% fine. I got a little concerned, and I had forgotten. You had said yesterday, I should have realized, it's his daughter's birthday.
Yeah, we were running around. I had to get the donut holes and then the donut place. They didn't have all the donuts, and I got to take her to school.
Does she run faster if you give her donut holes?
Yes.
With that sugar?
Well, then she got the sprinkle donut. Then she gets to eat the donut holes for the classroom. And then after the show, we're going to take her out to dinner.
That's tremendous.
It's a big day, and it's fun stuff, man.
Yeah,
fun stuff.
I know Raider fans are excited. Other fans of other teams are not as excited about this draft as maybe they would be for
Niners.
Although, I think it's very interesting. I know it's not like, what are they going to do? This could change the course of the franchise. Mm-hmm. But I think it's interesting from a 49er standpoint because – they talk about, we don't have many needs. They do definitely have a couple needs, maybe tight end, certainly edge rusher, offensive line, and they're going to have some tricky choices. Wide receiver, even with that 27th pick. I'm not saying, watch this. This guy's going to change the franchise. He's going to change the whole league. But it is going to be interesting to see how they play it.
I don't know, and I'll defer to the Niners fans here, and Jay and you, Whitey. I'm just not sure how you can take a wide receiver at 27, right?
I don't think so.
I mean, you got your guy.
Yeah.
You went and got Big Mike.
I'm with you. Get another edge rusher. I know you're high on that.
I mean, one of them got a hit. You bring in enough, one of them will actually help.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see how you can bring in another wide receiver. You got to own the Ricky Pearsall pick. Hope that he takes a leap. You bring in Mike Evans, as you already did. You have a couple, ancillary pieces. Everybody else, and the other positions, you have to prioritize that type of stuff. I like what you said at 27 as far as the tight end, Whitey. I think that there was a world where the Niners.
Kenyon Sadiq, Oregon.
Where's he? Do you see him at the?
I did not.
At Combine? I know nobody watched besides me, but that brother is not going to be around at 27.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no trade up for what? It's only trade down for what? From
really?
what we've heard about the Niners.
Right.
But Kenyon Sadiq, he will not be there at 27.
It's interesting when you look at the national media and their mocks, and then you compare that to what writers like Matt Barrows and Vic Tafur say about the team. Nick Wagner, anybody who covers the 49ers. Matt Mayoko. Obviously, nobody knows for sure, but I tend to pay a lot more attention to the beat writers. So then I realized the national writers that are kind of spitballing a little more than the beat writers, why should I pay attention to any of their picks? I need to look at what the beat writers say for each team because they're the ones who know, Alan.
Yeah.
So that's why you end up with the 49ers going to take a wide receiver or they're going to take a tackle. I mean, they might, but I'd be surprised if they do.
Right. Well, I mean, a lot of these, a lot of outlets, it's more fun to talk about wide receivers. It's more fun to talk about, Mekhi Levin.
Maybe they will.
Yeah. But, I mean, the reality is, they just paid Trent that money with that extension. But at some point, you're going to need to shore up the offensive line outside of him.
Mm-hmm.
So offensive line, defensive line. I don't know, guys. Can you help me? I can't keep up with the secondary. 1 week, they're good. The next week, oh, man, we got to rework the secondary. So I feel like they might need somebody in the secondary. I can't keep up with the Niners
secondary. Supposed to be a good draft for safeties.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Go get you a safety.
I think Jay likes their safeties right now.
Yeah. Safeties, secondaries confuse me because it feels like everybody is undersized until they're not, but then they'll bring up that they're undersized. It feels like every cornerback that the Raiders has taken. He's a little undersized. If they're all undersized, isn't that just the size?
Yeah.
I get confused with secondary.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you have a corner that's Richard Sherman's size, he's a bigger guy, everybody says, well, we know he can't catch because he'd be a wide receiver.
Yeah, yeah. Or, well, he's too slow. You got to move him to safety, which eventually.
Right.
Yeah. I am excited about Cassius Howell, edge, Texas A&M, but here's my problem with him. And this is all based on what Matt Barrows is writing. His arms are historically short for first-round defensive linemen.
Man, I love it.
Yeah, I knew you would.
Gait,
That's why I brought it up.
Hand size gait, arm gait.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Barrows says Howell, or maybe it's safer, or some combination thereof. Howell seems like nearly a perfect prospect for San Francisco. Fast, versatile edge player, productive in the SEC. But his arms are historically short for a first-round defensive lineman, raising the question of whether he'll get engulfed by longer, stronger NFL offensive linemen. Will his arms scare off the 49ers and other round one suitors? It may be the question of the draft.
It's so funny because if you weren't a professional athlete, like we grow up and we go get physicals and they tell us how tall we are, how much we weigh. That's it. Like how many people out here, well, what percentage does he fall into as far as your arms are not proportionate to your height? I mean, what are we talking about
Alan,
here?
Historically
right,
short.
But that's what I'm saying. Can you look at him and they, that doesn't
He has to lean
fit.
over to get something out of his
what
pocket.
are we talking about? This was the whole thing. I mean, if you wear gloves when you are a wide receiver, I think or when you're a quarterback, a lot of people say, no, guys.
Let's shake hands. Hey, get off me. I'm sorry. I have to get that close.
Yeah, so let me move closer to you.
Reach.
I mean, what is that? That feels, I don't know. Maybe it's a big deal. Maybe it isn't.
He'll be fine. I heard Matt and Kayla, they were mentioning KC Concepcion.
Yeah,
Caleb
I like him.
Lomu, they're both, Matt Barrows has both of them listed as people the 49ers are looking long and hard at. It just seems to me that Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers, they do not like to draft offensive linemen very high.
No, because their philosophy is we can find guys. The only problem is they have not found guys. I mean, they've found some decent pieces, but they haven't found, and I know it's not easy to find another Trent Williams. I'm not saying that, but, you got Brock running for his life all the time.
Yeah, but he's good at that.
He is good.
Yeah, Max Ahinachor, tackle, Arizona State. He could be a guy who could eventually fill in for Trent Williams. If they drafted him, but he's going to go early, he could play guard and then move in when Trent Williams in, 11 years or whatever, finally retires.
Yeah.
But I bet you they don't take him.
Because in their mind, but think about how they got Trent. That's why we've had the conversation on the other side when they got Odigizua and they traded for him. That's what I'm more interested in. Are you going to trade for a proven offensive lineman when Trent is truly done? That might be how they're looking at this. We're not going to waste, and I'm not saying it is a waste. I'm saying they might think it's a waste. We're not going to waste on an offensive lineman that's probably not going to be as good as Trent. Maybe their philosophy is in the draft, it's hard to find offensive linemen. So when Trent does retire, we will go get his replacement elsewhere. The only issue with that is Trent is not the only offensive lineman. You still have to build the rest of the line. So I understand.
Yeah, but Kyle can scheme around some.
He's been scheming.
Some rough patches here and there.
That's what he's been doing. He's a schemer, all right. He'll probably draft the T-Rex arms because he wants to say, yeah, we took him with short arms, and we still made him a player.
T-Rex arms?
I'm just saying, start or alligator.
Yeah,
you start.
yeah.
I don't know. Like, what do I have a? Who knows wingspan?
I don't have the slightest idea.
Next time I go to the doctor, I'm saying, can you measure my wingspan?
But Jay, when it comes to basketball prospects anyway, Jay loves the wingspan.
Well, be careful, because that was remember the Devin Carter thing? Yeah, he's 6'2", but his wingspan, he's 6'7". Doesn't look like it when he plays. I'm not saying it's not.
I don't know that's, if there's an issue with the way he plays, I don't know if it's that.
I'm just saying, we were told he's not really 6'2" because of his wingspan. And he is really 6'2", even with his wingspan.
Hey, speaking of the NBA and the NBA draft, big news. Who saw this coming? AJ DeBonsa declares for the draft.
Man.
Remember yesterday you said something was coming? That's what it was, Alan.
Well, I'm glad I didn't necessarily see what he did on Instagram Live.
I didn't either.
I'm glad he just kind of stuck to the plan and, he did a big announcement, not like when LeBron did his and it was some promo that he was a part of. I don't know. AJ's was probably sponsored, but
Yeah.
sounds like he just said, "Hey, I'm out of here." So pretty simple.
Yeah. I'm sure the Kings would love it if they got the first pick, but I still think that Acuff is the guy that they're kind of
defense
We're
optional.
gonna get Acuff.
Yeah.
And this draft, every draft we look at who's the guy that can, again, transform your franchise. The more I look at this draft, we all agree, don't we, that there's no Cooper Flag in this draft. So maybe the strength of this draft is just that, well, there's not that drop off.
Right.
Normally the drop off, it might be a 3 or 5. This one, you can get 1 through 10. You're going to get a really, really good player, but that doesn't mean you're necessarily going to get the player. Remember, it wasn't that long ago. We were all talking about, 3 guys in this draft that'll reverse the course of your franchise, DeBonsa and Peterson and Boozer. And people aren't talking about Peterson and Boozer that way. Peterson and Boozer that way anymore.
I think that's the big change. When we started on this journey of the 2026 NBA draft, we weren't talking, we knew it was supposed to be really strong, but that's where it started, right? A loser for Boozer. Like all these terms that were out there. And
because also we all are looking for who's the guy in this draft.
Yeah.
Let's make up a crazy phrase about him.
But honestly, Whitey, as far as I'm concerned, the only 2, and I know Jay has said maybe I was just kind of missing on this, but coming up or when the season started or when we were looking at 2026, I remember 2 dudes being talked about in the way that we talk about franchise-changing players. I remember AJ DeBansa and Cam Boozer. Those are the 2 that when I turned on TV, Team USA or whatever, those were the 2. It was a big deal, a unique name like AJ DeBansa, you pay attention to that, Cam Boozer. Once we got closer to the season starting and when the season started, that's when I'm not saying I know he was super well known. That's when I heard about Darren Peterson. And even later in the season is when I heard about Caleb Wilson. And I'm not one of these draft outlets, and shout out No Ceilings and everything that they're doing and all these other outlets. But those were the 2. Now, months later, the college season has come and gone. And all we've learned or all that has changed is we don't know about Darren Peterson's motor and or his health. Cameron Boozer has a low ceiling. Caleb Wilson got hurt early and can't shoot. And you got AJ DeBansa.
Mm-hmm.
That changed a lot from, I don't know, September of last year. It changed a lot. And the Kings are sitting. I just ran this thing 5 times, Whitey. I ran it 5 to 7 times. The Kings did not get past 5 once. Not once. And they obviously didn't get 5 because
they're most likely mathematically to drop, right, to 7th. That's what's probably going to happen based on the math. And if it does, like we said, a lot of people are going to go, typical, they can't catch a break. Well, no, they probably are going to fall to 7th.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they will, and there's chances of other things, but that's what's most likely to happen.
And by the way,
it's set up.
You can't accuse you can't accuse the NBA of any shenanigans if you were also in the camp of win as many games as possible, right? If you were in the camp of win as many games as possible, then this was part of the deal. If you were in the camp of tank, and you were mad when the Kings won, and then ultimately they end up with the 6 or 7 pick, you can be mad at the NBA, but I think deep down in your heart, that's kind of why I was saying to lose more games.
Well, speaking of the NBA and shenanigans, Alan, as you well know, there are a lot of people today who are very upset at the officiating in last night's Phoenix OKC game, including Devin Booker.
Yes.
Who says this is like WWE. This is bad for the NBA. He called out an official by name.
John? It was John, wasn't it? He said, I've never called out an official by name, but John so-and-so was horrible.
James Williams.
He
just said James.
James was horrible to me.
Yeah.
It was a weird play. I guess Caruso tried to claim that Devin was just trying to throw the ball at someone, even though he wasn't even looking.
That might have been like the worst call you'll ever see.
Yeah.
To me.
In the playoffs.
Yeah. Where Devin Booker's blind save, ball hits, is Jalen Williams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Caruso's like, it's a tee. And so they tee him up. And Devin Booker, I honestly don't think he knew what he was being teed up for.
Yeah. Well, the ref didn't know. The ref didn't know.
That's awful.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. I mean, I don't think that's why OKC won the game. It's also funny because people say, oh, he gets all the fouls. Shea gets all the fouls. He gets all the whistles. I think he only had like 9 free throws last night.
Yeah. I mean, but it's all of them. Chet's flopping all over the place. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Seems like a double standard.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm going to take it here, Whitey.
Okay.
As we've said before about the league and about needing a villain, deep down, right, it's feeling very, shout out Kyle Ledbetter, who's out this week enjoying vacation. It's feeling very Chiefsy, right?
Yes, and I was thinking of that too.
And Shea is not Mahomes, even though it's probably closer than you think. I don't think he's got that brand or star power yet. But the NFL has benefited from people getting mad at them about how the refs, they officiate differently with the Chiefs. When the Warriors were doing their thing, all the moving screen, remember the shirts, the Golden State moving screens? Hey, they officiate them differently. That's kind of part of the deal when you become the Patriots, right? There always looks like there's an extra man on the field when the Patriots play. It's part of the deal when you're becoming a dynasty in a way, or a team that is just in the mix every single season. So I don't know, Whitey. I actually think this is good for the NBA because that hate watching is continuing to grow.
Rashad McCants. Is this real, Jay? I mean, I know it really happened, but was he kidding? Rashad McCants, former King, says the ref that gave Devin Booker the technical foul was wearing SGA sneakers. He has the ones you can't even order online.
No.
They somebody did the research and stuff, like he had been posting on his social network, the referee, like, SGA shoes and stuff like that.
Oh my goodness.
Well, didn't he say Thunder Up or something back in 2012?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know what happens there. It's a little.
That's not a good look.
Albert Sanders jersey or Sanders Jr. and I'm trying to confirm, executive VP at NBA. And, named head of, he's not the ref, named head of NBA referee operations. Now, I don't know if that also means he's a ref. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But he's in charge of it, and he's going to, if you haven't already, hashtag Thunder Up in 2012. How do people find this stuff, man?
Oh, there's lots of old stuff coming up on X these days.
Oh, that's true.
Lots of stuff.
You can, come on.
Scoring is down in the NBA playoffs. There may be a roster-building lesson in that, and we'll look at that, as well as more on the NFL draft when we come back. Sactown Sports.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Are you bringing 4 or more to the ballpark? The Sacramento Rivercats Family Fun Pack makes it easy. Get 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 4 tickets, and 4 Rivercats items bundled together for unbeatable value. Grab your Family Fun Pack today at rivercats.com.
Sacramento! Now you got a place for all things dance.
The all-new Energy 100.5 HD2.
Where dance music lives. Dance vibes anytime and any place when you get the free Now 100.5 app.
Or listen at 100.5 HD2.
At Big O, our ProTech Plus warranty offers free flat repairs, replacements, and roadside assistance. So tire trouble is no trouble at all. Now through May 5th, get $50 to $100 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Cooper, Hankook, or selected Pirelli brand tires with installation purchase. Plus, get an extra $50 in rebates when using your Big O Tires and Service credit card. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation required. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
The other guys must think you failed math. Get this huge discount. Then the fine print hits you with $5,200 in mandatory ads. It's adorable in a scammy kind of way. At Hobbit, we skip the tricks. The price you see is the price you actually pay. What a wild concept, huh? Hoblit, family owned 77 years. Experience the difference online at hoblitdodge.com.
Country in the Park is back. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert. John Party. Chris Young. Turnpike Troubadours. Dylan Scott and more. Line dancing live DJs, Mechanical Bulls, huge festival area, and food trucks. Tickets start at only $68. Country in the Park. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with Naturewood Home Furnishings, Metro by T-Mobile, and A1 Appliance. More info at CITPFest.com.
Buying golf gear is easy. Buying the right golf gear, well, that's different. At Hagen Oaks, they don't just sell equipment, they fit your entire game. With TrackMan technology in the Player Performance Studio, your clubs are matched to your swing. Ping's Ballnamic Fitting helps you find the golf ball that performs best for you. Hagen Oaks Putter Fitting Studio dials in your stroke, and FootJoy's 3D foot scanner finds correct shoe size for your feet. It's a smarter way to play better golf. Total Game Fitting at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop, Fulton Avenue at Business 80.
Afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sactown Sports.
I do want to say you're welcome to the other shows on the station. And I have to be careful here.
Yeah.
Because I'm just kidding.
Not now
I
what?
don't want to make people mad. But, I think our show, we supplied material for both of, would you call them our warm-up shows? I don't know if I'd say that.
What was the morning show about?
That was, First Dave took a shot at me. He was talking to JR and he took a shot at me, which is fine. I take shots at him all the time.
Okay.
So then he was talking about something. He was kind of couching it and thought he was clever, in my opinion. And I was
About
texting
you?
him. No, it had nothing to do with me,
Okay.
really. And so I was texting him. I kept texting him like, come on, we know what you're talking about.
Right.
Well, whatever. And he said on the air, shut up, Whitey, on the air.
Yeah.
In response to what I was texting, which was interesting. Yeah. But then also you had Chris, who's our guy, Chris Verlade, and he was talking about you yesterday saying you're a team player.
Yes.
Yeah. And he was explaining why he thought that was funny. And then Dave went right into the, was this about when he accused us of taking guests?
He's still talking about that? No, he's been talking about that.
So there's just this vibe in here today, and I should probably just steer clear of the third rail. And instead I like to, hey, look at this. If I touch it with it,
I was joking during a crosstalk. I think it was during a crosstalk, or maybe on my show as well, about them hoarding guests. And I don't care. You know what I mean? Look, they have been doing their thing forever. It really bugged Dave. You're bringing it up again. He brings it up like every other week.
I know Chris was saying, well, he said, that he's a team player. And Dave's like, what is he saying? The rest of us aren't? Oh, was this about And Chris is like, no. It wasn't that at all.
Wow.
So anyway, it's nice to get, some run on the other shows as well.
Yeah, hey, keep running up the numbers, fellas. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Speaking of numbers, this is day 3. My last day as a Giants fan, I guess.
Yeah, you can jump off now.
No, not yet.
It was a good run.
Not yet. It's not over yet. Going for that sweep.
Well, we got the bottom of the 8th coming up here. Logan Webb is still in. Tyler Glasnow's only given up 1 hit. Logan Webb, they'll just leave him in. Well, they finally took him out. Logan Webb went 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Now Blade Tidwell pitched the last inning. And again, I mean, Logan, the last couple starts haven't been bad. He still got you 7 innings, which feels like a tall task these days for pitchers in the major leagues. But at the same time, if you put up a donut, everything is gonna look worse. He gave up 3 runs to the Dodgers. There's some injuries, but he only gave up 3 runs to the Dodgers. The Giants just didn't do anything. The Giants are always, that's why they can't sweep anybody. They're always
it's not over yet, Alan.
It's over.
You're more of a Giants fan than I am.
It's over. I can tell. They do this where they just sleepwalk. Well,
the Dodgers are good too.
Right, but there's an issue within the Giants, and this is pre-Tony Vitello, and I love Willie, but Patrick Bailey, Willie, his whole thing. I don't know if you saw the NBC Sports promo. So now they've kind of leaned into Willie Adames, and I was joking about it, how he loves to throw Gatorade on people.
Yeah, I've seen that promo.
Even if it's not a whatever. So he's throwing Patrick Bailey's home run was in like the 6th inning, right? He threw Gatorade on Patrick Bailey. We all love it. And I get it, it's his thing. But to me, and maybe I'm being get off my lawn, there is a mentality here of complacency where we just won a series against the Dodgers, right? Very similar to the World Baseball Classic. We just won a series against the Dodgers. You threw Gatorade on them. You threw Gatorade on Patrick Bailey. In my mind, that is not you like a shark, okay, in Shark Tank smelling blood in the water. Let's get the brooms out tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. And
yeah,
maybe
I understand with that. To me, that's just stupid also. And if I'm the player and I hit a home run, I don't want someone pouring Gatorade on me.
Well, he does it during the post-game interviews. Yeah.
But what I was going to say was something else went down today, a giant Dodger kind of raw feelings moment that had nothing to do with Dalton Rushing?
No, it didn't. And Dalton Rushing did have a hit in an RBI today, at least one. But Logan Webb was getting mad, or appears to be getting mad at Hyesung Kim because he thinks that he's relaying signs to Shohei Ohtani. And it's a very quick clip. And, yeah, I mean, what's funny about this is when we were starting the season, you had Kruten Kuip talk about, hey, is Logan maybe tipping pitches or something like that? So I don't know what's going on. I do not know. Yeah, then someone said, Dodger Matt says, Webb has a 5 ERA. Don't think they need to steal signs.
Why would you read that?
Yeah, so interesting. But he's out the game now. Not a bad game, but when you can't score any runs, and Tyler Glasnow is obviously a baller, but when you can't score any runs, it's going to be very tough.
Right, but you still got time to get into that. Not a lot of time, but still got, 5 more outs to get into that soft underbelly of the Dodger bullpen.
Yeah. At this point, Glasnow might go complete game.
Huh. We'll see what
if that's allowed these days.
Jung-Hoo Lee has to say about that.
Nice lazy fly ball.
Mm-hmm. Have you noticed that in the NBA, there's a lot of focus, of course, on officiating, but the scores have been down. Plays have been physical, and the scores have been down. What do you got?
28 minutes ago, actually.
Yeah.
Dalton Rushing did start that game, and people are also getting on Logan Webb, who hit Dalton Rushing down by 3. So this just happened in the 6th inning. So they did end up hitting him.
Wow.
Yeah. Remember we said, hey, would you hit him a day later?
Yes.
Yep. They did hit him in the ribs.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. I believe I said I don't think they would or should do anything, but if they're going to, I don't see why they wouldn't do it the next day.
Right. Well, he didn't play.
Right.
He didn't play.
Yeah.
And
I guess Dave Fleming was right.
Yep. And they were down 3-0. There was 1 out, down 3-0. He comes up, and he knew, Rushing tosses his bat down, doesn't look at Logan Webb or anything like that, but yeah.
Okay.
Is that because of me?
I might be.
I'm part of it.
Actually, honestly, might be.
Shout out Logan Webb.
Because if you hadn't posted what you posted, it might have just kind of floated away into the ether.
Yes, there were about 3 accounts that caught it.
Okay.
Mine was one of them.
Yeah, so there's a good chance.
Yeah. Wow.
That was all Larry.
All Larry. They smoked him in the ribs, Whitey. Good for them.
You're good with that?
Oh, yeah.
Your involvement aside?
Oh, yeah. I'm good with it. You're down 3-0.
That's kind of what this team is supposed to be about, right? You kind of have to if you're going to profess to be, that type of team this year.
Yeah, I guess everyone is, arguing man on first. But here's the thing, going back to what I said about Willie Adames. You won the series. It's still early. You hate them, right? Oh, actually, sorry, they moved the bug very quickly. So, yeah, there was nobody on base.
Okay.
So, nobody on base, 1 out.
1 out.
And they smoked him. In the top of the 6th, down 3-0. And I know Logan doesn't throw gas, but it looked to be a fastball.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Dodgers retaliate the next time they play.
So not in this game.
I mean, they might, but yeah, at this point, it's like, yeah, we're on track here. Especially, you don't want to hit somebody in the 9th inning.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Good for them. Good for them.
Mm-hmm. Allen's Giants.
Yeah. Yeah, I just saw that. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Do it again.
Anyway, scoring in the NBA. Scoring is down with 14 playoff games in the books through Tuesday. The NBA is seeing that both pace and points per possession are down sharply from the regular season. As a result, scoring is down, way down. A regular season NBA contest averaged 231.2 points per game. In the playoffs thus far, the figure is 214. So regular season, 231.2 points per game. Playoffs thus far, only 214 points per game.
Game slows down.
Down.
Yeah.
And it's gone down quite a bit. And I know that last night we had Dylan Brooks talking about how some of these fouls are calling, some of the things they're doing, that's for the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be doing that in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, some of them, and we have this conversation every postseason. Well, the whistle should be the same. And no. Playoff basketball is a different level. Don't we do this every season?
Dave was talking about that today.
We do this every year. And I don't know. It really doesn't bother me either way. If you want the game to look different in the regular season, yeah, officiate it differently. I don't have a problem.
I think the style of play changes and the officiating, I don't know if adjust is the right word, but the officiating changes accordingly.
Yeah.
You know, there is more emphasis, and we're still in the first round, but there is more of an emphasis on each possession than there is on a January in Washington or something.
Right. And I guess what you could compare it to is every time, now before there were 8 different outlets with national NBA games, before that happened, what you could compare it to is when it was the ABC had the Saturday or Sunday game, and they'd always say, ABC, ESPN type deal. They'd always say, this has a playoff feel to it, right? And those games specifically would get officiated differently. So I do think, to your point, when the games are just better with better competition, they're normally officiated differently than when you're playing tanking teams or whatever the case is.
Yeah, I think that's in practicality. Obviously, in theory, it's like, no, it should all be the same. But when you look at when it actually happens, like, okay, I see. Now, can the Suns be right about the officiating and still be crybabies? We'll come back with the answer to that next. Sactown Sports.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Spring is here, and warmer days are right around the corner. Before the heat hits, call Brower Mechanical. Right now, when you purchase a new high-efficiency AC system, you can choose a water heater or a whole house fan for just $1. Or get your AC professionally tuned up for just $89. Don't wait until your system breaks down during the heat. Brower Mechanical, where quality meets comfort. 916-352-3113. Residential and commercial HVAC sales and service. License number 108-1055.
A's fans, the 2026 season is here, and single game tickets are on sale now. Be there for an exciting season, packed with theme days, giveaways, and fireworks nights, including bobbleheads, jerseys, hats, and much more. And getting in is easier than ever. Tickets start at just $8 for select April and May games. From opening day to unforgettable summer nights, there's something for everyone at the ballpark. Get your tickets today at athletics.com/tickets and be part of the excitement this 2026 season.
Did you try my Colombian tamales? They're delicious.
Yes, but the Mexican tamales I brought are better.
Colombian tamales wrapped in plantain leaves are unmatched, you know.
But the Mexican tamales wrapped in corn husks are the authentic ones.
At least we can agree that they taste better with Pepsi.
Without a doubt. Can you pass me a straw?
You mean a pitillo.
Tamales deserve Pepsi.
Injured and you're considering an LA law firm looking to charge you 45% to 50% in attorney's fees? That's overcharging. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years, and I can tell you no matter how complicated your injury case, you should never be charged 45% or 50% in attorney's fees ever. Direct, experienced, unrelenting, and honest local representation matters. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries. So for the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Thunder, feel the thunder. It's the energy all around you. Lightning and the thunder. The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it. Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
How was your break?
It was great until I stopped for gas. Prices have gone up almost $1 with no end in sight. I might have to start watching how much I drive.
That's exactly why I use Upside. I never pay full price for gas with the free Upside app.
Upside?
Yes, Upside. It's the free app that gives you cash back just for buying the gas you're already buying. So even with the rising gas prices, I'll never have to limit how much I drive.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Just last year, I made over $200 with the Upside app.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app right now.
Download the free Upside app to earn cash back on the gas you're already buying. Use promo code FUEL for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FUEL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first fill-up. That's FUEL.
Offers vary by user and location.
I want to take this opportunity to, again, congratulate all Raider fans like Alan. Tonight's a big night for them, and they certainly deserve more days like today. Also want to congratulate Taylor Jenkins, new coach of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Hey, man. You know, that was a name that we just didn't hear a lot about. That firing was very, I guess, not transparent. Because we didn't know, like, he was the one that was rocking with the Grizzlies when they were a quote-unquote rivalry.
Or dynasty.
Or, yeah, a dynasty.
Dylan Brooks called him that, but still, they were good.
But then when they moved on from him, from Tomas Isalo, and then we found out that Ja's not even rocking with Tomas, I think it got very confusing. And then we heard nothing about the Knicks being interested in him, which I thought he would have at least gotten a call. So I'm happy that he pops back up. You know, obviously I don't know the guy, but it felt like he had done enough to stay in the rotation.
Yeah, that Spurs team was a really solid team.
Mm-hmm.
They were very Spurs-like.
Yeah.
In terms of their methodology. Mm-hmm. And it looked like, wow, he did a great job. That team's done a great job. They've drafted well, and now they're another one of those teams that did a lot of things well, but now they get to a point where, like, yeah, we didn't quite make it. Now what?
Yeah.
But anyway, Taylor Jenkins to the Bucks. So does that mean Ja will follow him to Milwaukee in some huge deal for Giannis? No, it does not. Let me save you the trouble. It doesn't mean that.
I mean, if they tried to hold on to Giannis and then bring Ja, but the spacing on that court would be atrocious.
Mm-hmm. How about this from the Bay Area and our friend Nick Friedel? Can Steve Kerr walk away from Steph Curry?
I don't think so.
Really? You don't think he can?
I mean, I just still think it's weird. I just still think it's about. Well, did you hear about all the rumblings about Steve Kerr and kind of his political stances? Did you see that yesterday?
I did not. Jay's nodding, but I did not.
Yeah,
I know he leans. I mean, he's kind of left leaning.
Yeah, but basically there has been some level of headbutting about how outspoken he is on stuff.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's about disagreeing on his stance or, hey, can we more so keep it to basketball?
Me personally, I've always appreciated when he's done that, but okay.
So, I don't know. There just seems like there's a lot. There might be more. You got Chris Mannix here. I wonder what's really going on in this situation because I feel like there's a missing piece to this puzzle that we're not seeing yet. And, yeah, Rachel Nichols is saying, why isn't the front office being accountable? So, I don't know.
About the Warriors?
Yes, talking about the Warriors. So, yeah, it feels like there is something missing here. But, yeah, a couple different outlets mentioned Steve Kerr, and we all know. I mean, he says his mind and how he's feeling about the world and all of that. And I think to this point, we all assume that, I guess, Joe Lacob and the powers that be had empowered Steve to do that. But maybe, Whitey, as they say, it's easy to do that when you're winning. And maybe it's turning into, I don't know if he's won enough to continue to speak his mind. I'm not saying that that's the case. I'm saying a lot of times that's how it works in life. Now, we can go back and forth and say, does Steve have enough talent to, how much better would they be with Spoelstra or whatever? I don't know. But there are a lot of different things being thrown into this conversation.
I think a good 97% of the time when you're talking about a basketball team and the coach and well, is it the coach? Is it the talent? At least 97% of the time, it's the talent.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah, and I know a good coach makes a difference. I'm not saying that. But if you're ever wondering, would this team win more games with a different coach? Probably not a lot more.
Which is funny because you said 97. Who falls in that 3%? The Warriors, when they added Steve Kerr and moved on from Mark Jackson. So that was a rare situation that fall. Now, a lot of people might think, no, Mark Jackson could have done it. A lot of people also think that Mark Jackson could not have done it.
Yeah, I don't think he could have.
But that falls into that 3%, the Warriors, where Steve Kerr is now.
But I would even say on that, and we won't spend too much time on this, Steve Kerr came in and I think he did a better job. It's kind of like when Harbaugh took over with the 49ers. He and his staff did a better job of recognizing, look what we have here. So that they did have the talent. The coaches did a better job of recognizing what they should do with it.
Right.
So those go hand in hand. But again, without the talent, you can't win a lot of games.
Or talent that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you are the Sacramento Kings.
Meanwhile, the Phoenix Suns are angry, ornery. As you mentioned, Dylan Brooks in the Phoenix locker room said you should all be interviewing the officials. That should be a new thing in the NBA. Officials got to explain themselves. It's getting ridiculous. You can see it starts getting fiery. There's no control out there. And now they're just whistling on one side. That was Dylan Brooks. And, of course, Devin Booker. In my 11 years, I haven't called a ref out by name, but James was terrible tonight through and through. It's bad for the sport, bad for the integrity of the sport. People are going to start viewing this as a WWE if they're not held responsible. The final score was 120 to 107. I think both things can be true. Yeah, there's a point there. They're right about a few things, but also they sound like crybabies to me.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they're outmatched, right? They have no this is their only chance. So I commend them for it. They sound like crybabies, but Devin Booker and Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green, no match for the defending champs. So they're crybabies, but I completely understand why they're doing it because bleep it. What else do we got to do? We don't have a chance if we don't sway something.
Booker this season has attempted about 8 free throws per game, 5th most in the league, just 8.1. But his teammates and others have long thought that he doesn't get the respect he deserves. And once a player, a team, coaches, they have those thoughts in their mind, they don't go away. They don't go, oh, no, they're calling it fairly now.
Yeah.
Those things just fester.
Yeah, the thing about Devin Booker, at least my first thought, is he's a jump shooter. He takes a lot of mid-range jump shots. He doesn't get to the rack a ton from what I've seen. So 8 feels pretty healthy for him, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, and I appreciate he's pretty self-aware here when he says, I know I haven't won a championship in this league, but I have been in it for 11 years to get to this point and be treated like that. For me to even be saying something out loud, it's bad. Whatever I get fined for, everybody can pull the clips and see where the frustration comes from, end quote. I will say, I wonder if he would have been saying that if not for that one terrible, mindless, inexplicable technical foul they called on him.
Yeah.
He might have felt that way, but I wonder if he would have been compelled to actually come out and speak that way.
Right. I mean, Dylan Brooks is the one kind of leading the charge on the foul baiting. But when it comes to Devin Booker, he's thinking, look, guys, this is accidentally showing what your mindset is. Your mindset is whatever OKC is saying or doing goes. And that's the issue. He's not even really talking about the foul baiting stuff. He's saying if you just get told to call a tech and you call a tech, that looks really bad.
Yeah, it does. And I think you're right. I think he's not so much talking about they give Shea all the calls. He's saying, we're not getting any calls.
Right.
Shea gets calls. We don't get any.
Yeah.
They're roughing us up. That's the problem.
Yeah. And we've long talked about Lou Dort and how
even Doris was going off on the officials last night.
Yeah. How they run their defense kind of like Legion of Boom back in the day. You just hack every play. You know, officials can't call all of it, and they're not really calling any of it right now.
Jordan Ott, coach of the Suns. This is a playoff series. A lot of stuff happens. He's never coached in a playoff series. He's right, though.
You watched.
He's right.
Yeah.
He's right. We can do a better job keeping our composure at times to not extend their runs, blah, 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 blah. Is this as big of a problem for the league as Devin Booker suggests it could be? You mentioned people watch the Chiefs games and say, oh, it's rigged for the Chiefs, but they still watch. Does the NBA run the risk of people going, yeah, I'm not watching this anymore. I can't watch it.
No. I mean,
I got a text from a fan today.
I would say before you spit that out, I would say it is a little bit. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm the demographic that fits the bill of watching NBA playoffs. And I'm not watching that. And so when you're losing people in the form of, and I've said this before you were here, Alan, the one thing about officials that gets me, and this is across the board in every sport, they're untouchable. But the NBA, they're 10 times more untouchable. And when you have guys who are just scared and frightened to talk about things because you know it's going to hit you in your pocket versus anything else, to me, that's always been an issue. And I think the NBA knows that, and that's why they automatically hold it over your head. Well, we'll just touch you where we know it's going to hurt compared to if you were going to take a little smoke, a little heat, social network, fans, whatever, it would mean nothing to you. And to me, the NBA hides behind that, and I think that's a problem.
Yeah, I think it could be. I got a text from Curtis, a friend of mine who listens to the show this morning. He said, dude, the NBA is becoming unwatchable the way they treat the Thunder. And I think there's a lot of people that feel that way.
Okay, but there's two counters. One counter is this just about the way that guys – is this about the way that – because I hear a couple of different complaints, right? The way guys are playing and the flopping and things like that, number one. And number two, specifically the Thunder. So is anybody not watching probably the best series in the first round, Minnesota-Denver, because of how the officials officiated the Thunder game, right? I guess that's my question. They might have a problem as far as the Thunder when the Thunder play, and if the Thunder is your number one team, that is inherently an issue. But they have to be around for a long period of time, which they might be. But at the same time, is this affecting how you approach other games as well?
Yeah, Jay, if I hear you right, I agree with you in that. If people look at the Chiefs and they look at the Thunder kind of similarly, fans.
Yeah.
But for the NFL, it's like, yeah, I don't like it, but I'm still going to watch.
Yeah.
And for the NBA, it's more like, hey, I'm really considering bowing out on this. And I think part of that is the nature of the sport. Part of it is that the NBA, let's face it, they've had kind of a credibility issue when it comes to that for a long time.
Yeah. I think it's the whole background, the whole fight, like you're saying, the whole kit and caboodle is we're getting to the point with the NBA. And I think now because we're under the Thunder era and the SGA era, it's coming to light a little more. But I would say this, fellas, every single time, it feels like every year, and I understand because, you know, the price is a little more heavier in the playoffs, but it feels like the NBA has a bigger referee official issue than anybody else.
Yep.
It truly does.
That's why they have the stupid 2-minute report.
Yeah, and I think they consistently, and I've said this, when you make something untouchable in the sport, you're already saying there's smoke over there. And I think the NBA has to deal with that sooner or later. You know, and maybe the Thunder are just, you know, magnifying the situation.
I agree with you. We're getting ready for, of course, the NBA draft coming up here and the NFL draft today. So how often do the number one overall picks in the NFL and NBA drafts become the franchise players they're intended to be? We'll crunch the numbers next on Sactown Sports.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger, Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener, like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV, but if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to it at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Drew Brees here. Whether you're on the field or on the road, having the right team on your side makes all the difference. I learned that the hard way. On the field, you don't go anywhere without a solid O-line. And when your car breaks down, you want that same kind of protection. That's why I trust CarShield. Their protection plans help you tackle expensive repairs so that you're not blindsided.
Visit carshield.com now and join the team that's helped millions of drivers save. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Tune in every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the Toyota Tahoe Report with Johnny Mosley and me, Elena, bringing you the latest weather conditions up at Tahoe. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Switchfoot Live. Friday, April 24th, 7 p.m., the venue at Thunder Valley. With Fuel. And Lit. And Thomas Ian Nicholas. For tickets, visit ThunderValleyResort.com. One incredible night with Switchfoot, Fuel, and Lit. Together live.
Are you looking for a night out that actually delivers? Grab your friends and head to Sutter Health Park for Sacramento River Cats baseball. We've got cold drinks, great vibes, and live baseball all in one place. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Live and local, it's The Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
Well, Allen's Raiders are looking for a big day tonight, but his Giants, formerly my Giants, I'm off the bandwagon now, fell to the Dodgers today 3-0. Still, we took the series, Al.
This is what they do. They don't smell blood in the water.
They won 2 or 3 from the hated Dodgers.
They lay down in the last game of every series. It's like clockwork. They are pretty. It feels like they're bad at day games. They're real sleepy. This is nap time.
Burning the midnight oil, burning the candle at both ends.
It's like hey, DeRosa, we enjoyed ourselves. Some guys were dragging. Come on, guys. I know, World Series champs, you took the series, but just the way they go about things in these these sweep opportunities, they're just sleepy. They're just sleepy.
But you took 2 or 3 from the Dodgers, and your Raiders have the first pick in the draft. I think you should be feeling good. Yeah. It's your daughter's birthday.
Well, I am.
It's all coming together.
You know what? They had a day game, the Giants did. Now I'm done with them for the rest of the day. We're cool. By the way, Dalton rushing on a double play ball. Yeah. Looks like he kind of slid outside the base path. Now,
boy.
Yeah. This guy, I'll be honest, he's a real Dodger. Sometimes you need just a straight scumbag. He's a real Dodger. I almost appreciate the scumminess of Dalton rushing. Mm-hmm. Like a 90s scummy. Mm-hmm. So now.
I wonder if this thing's done.
That was after he got hit.
Yeah.
So
I understand. Yeah.
I don't know.
So was he trying to take out Adames or something, or?
Pretty much. Yeah. I know, Adames, he's a pretty fun-loving guy. He didn't really do much.
Have you ever seen video of the 70s? And might have been like this when Jay played, and he would have been right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Middle infielder. But there's a guy, Hal McRae, his son played for a while, but he would just go in and just shoulder rolls, and it was expected. It's like you're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Into the shortstop.
Hey, I mean, you don't like the train, get off the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, anybody ever come in hot on you?
All time.
That's why you got to drop it down, right, Jay?
Oh, yeah, or take a step back or come across, straddle.
You take it between the eyes if you don't get out of the way.
That's what I'm saying. Need a new set of choppers.
Better be careful. I throw it right at your esophagus.
That's right. And it's the esophagus ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just reading there's some guy that played shortstop. I can't remember who it was. I don't think he was a big name. And his first game, he's playing against the Red Sox. Carl Yastrzemski, Mike Yastrzemski's grandfather's on first. There's a ground ball to second. And he says, I just straddled the bag and threw it to first. Yastrzemski just ran up and didn't do anything. But on the way off the field, Yastrzemski's going, I guess I'm going to have to take you out next time.
Yeah. See? So that is how this whole thing
But you don't do that anymore.
No, you
don't collide with the catcher at home plate anymore. You don't take out the middle infielder on the double play.
Yeah, honestly, and we've seen it happen because the new shortstop for the Pirates, he got taken out. And I think that was last week.
Connor Griffin?
Connor Griffin, and I think he's
my.
okay. But everyone was saying, the runner was so far out of the base path. Because there's some times where I'll just slide. If I know I'm already out, I don't even finish the slide. And it kind of turned into, was that on Connor Griffin, right? Because of where he turned, because Chandler Simpson was trying to get out the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that is not what happened in this situation. That was Dalton Rushing being a Dodger blue
And how did he
scumbag.
get on base?
He got smoked in the ribs.
That's right.
And why did he get smoked in the ribs? Because he told Jung Hoo Lee, bleep him.
Uh-huh.
Bleep him. That's right. I don't care about you.
That's right. But we care about the NFL draft tonight, the NBA draft coming up. Which one do you think has produced, we'll go back to 2020, produced more great players with first picks since 2020? NBA draft or the NFL draft? Just talk about the overall number one pick. Obviously, if you did team by team, whatever. But just the overall number one pick, NBA, NFL draft. We're going to put them head to head here. Which one has produced the guy? Because that's what everyone's thinking with the first pick, right? We got our guy.
I'm going to go, I guess, logical here or logistical, and I'm going to say basketball just because there's only 5 guys on the court.
Okay. All right. Any thoughts, Jay?
I'm going opposite, NFL.
Okay. 2020. Do you want to just do all basketball at a time or year by year each one?
Year by year each
year
one.
By,
I
okay.
like that.
2020. The NBA, first pick, the New Jersey Nets with the first pick in the 2000 NBA draft, select forward from Cincinnati, Kenyon Martin.
Uh-huh. Good player.
Mm-hmm.
Very good player.
Did it pay off for him?
Good player.
Good player.
He's good.
Yeah.
NFL 2000, the Cleveland Browns with the first pick.
Is that Tim Couch?
No, he was
Or was that a
99.
little earlier, okay.
Yeah. The Browns had the first pick in 99, 2 years in a row. How'd they do? Tim Couch in 99, and in 2000, defensive end Courtney Brown. I would say neither team quite landed like franchise guy.
Yeah, they were about the same, actually, out of both careers.
2001 NFL. The Falcons with the first pick. That's pick as in Vic.
Yep.
Mike Vick.
Mm-hmm.
2001 NBA draft, first pick.
Was that Ariani or whatever?
Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown. Oh,
Well, 1-0 NFL.
Yeah, please keep score for us. 1-0.
Jay's
All right.
in the lead.
Okay. 2002. Number one overall pick. The Houston Rockets select Yao Ming. That's a score.
Yeah, that is.
Played only 8-9 years, though, so we got 02.
2002, the NFL draft from Fresno State. The Houston Texans select quarterback David Carr.
Yeah, you got Yao.
NBA got that one.
Yeah, it was 1-1.
2003. Oh, we got a run of quarterbacks here. 2003. From the University of Southern California, the Cincinnati Bengals with
Come
the
on,
first
baby.
pick.
Carson
Palmer.
03 is tough, though.
About whom Hugh Jackson once said, he can spin it.
Oh, wait. 03. This is
Yeah,
it.
as I said,
this
this
is
tough,
it.
though, yeah.
2003, LeBron.
Yeah, come on. That's a giveaway.
Or we say they both hit. 2 different hits, though.
Yeah, but
I don't know how
LeBron's
you guys wanna
legendary.
score.
Yeah. That's a tough one for the NFL.
LeBron's almost like an extra point or something.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
He might be one of the greatest players of all time. 2004, Orlando Magic had the first pick. They selected Dwight Howard.
Hall of Famer.
That's a hit. What do we got, NFL?
And 2004, technically the Chargers picked him. Another
Eli, Hall of Famer.
Another Hall of Famer to beat someday. Eli's coming.
Couple of ships. Dwight ain't got no ships.
That's a good one, though. What are we doing? It's got to be, is it Eli?
You guys have to decide it. I mean,
Dwight has one. But
he's got one with the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he was an afterthought. He's a Manning. Come on.
I'm not just putting him because he's a Manning.
Well, they do. Everybody else does. He's got a Manning cast.
We have to split that.
Dwight Howard's after. He went to Puerto Rico.
No splits.
Oh, that ain't no split. It's Eli, man.
You're saying it's Dwight Howard?
No.
Stop.
Oh, you're giving
NFL got that one.
Okay. All right. 2005, 49er fans all too familiar.
Oof.
With the first big 2005 quarterback.
Yeah, who's NBA?
3-time Pro Bowl quarterback from Utah, Alex Smith.
You know, you might hold on, Jay. This is like blackjack.
You right.
You might be. You got a 7.
That might be Bogut. Who's that? Bogut.
That's
Bargnani?
exactly right, Jay. Andrew Bogut.
Bogut. Yeah, Alex Smith.
2005.
I think Smith might have him.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I mean, Bogut is a champ, but again, not with around the block.
Yeah, I guess Bogut. He was
Are
really
we doing
good
it by careers or who drafted them?
Careers.
I think you have to go by careers. Yeah. What's the score now? We're comparing.
Well, what are we doing?
3-1. That's 3-1.
Bogut or Alex Smith?
I'll take the wash if you want to. I think Alex Smith had a better career.
Well, you guys both said Alex Smith. Though.
Yeah, I think
both
Alex
you
Smith
guys
had
said
a better
Alex
career.
Smith.
That's probably
Yeah.
Alex Smith. NFL.
We're seeing since 2020 which draft has produced the best players, number one overall NFL draft or the NBA draft. And so, Alan went NBA. Jay went NFL, and Jay has a slim lead.
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
got LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's 3-2.
3-2. Okay.
Well,
I got
who?
02 and 03. 02.
Yao Ming?
Yeah, we got Yao. You said that's Yao.
Over who?
2002. Pardon me.
Carson.
That would have been.
No.
Who is that?
2000. David Carr.
David. Oh, okay. 3-2. 3-2. You're right. 3-2.
Yeah. So we're 2006, right?
Both Houston. I just figured.
Right.
Houston had the number one pick in both leagues.
Dang.
Houston also had the number one pick in the 2006 NFL draft. They didn't pick Reggie Bush.
No, they went DN.
Mario Williams.
Yeah. Decent career.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty solid.
What's NBA
Whereas the Toronto Raptors, is this close here?
Yeah, Bargnani, get out of here. Please, come on, man. Mario Williams, let's go.
Overall
That's
pick.
just bad.
Andrea Bargnani.
Come on, we got to go on a run here.
Telling you got the resized. There's some terrible number one NBA team. Seriously.
We got some runs here.
This is a little bit of a rough patch for the NBA, I'll say that. Because in 2007, the Portland Trailblazers had the first pick. And who did they select?
Oden.
Greg Oden.
All right, let's see what NFL guy is not done.
07, was that Sam Bradford or something? No, he was 2010.
I think we
can win with Jamarcus.
Oh,
not today, Whitey.
Yeah, that's a wash.
That's NBA.
What?
No, that's NBA.
That's a wash.
I will say this. For each player, it has what they accomplished. And for Jamarcus, there's nothing.
Come on. That's the only one they left dry?
Nothing there.
That's crazy.
Disrespectful. He just went on a podcast, too. Was like, I'm the most disrespected number one pick ever. But I still have chips. He was like, but I still, I'm doing well.
So what, NBA?
That's a wash.
Okay.
It's whatever you guys agree on. I only break ties. All right. 2008. NBA out of the Chicago Bulls.
Come on, D-Rose.
Derrick Rose is the first
back.
pick.
That's a good one.
We back. Well, come on, what you got, NFL? Don't
Derrick
matter.
Rose.
Don't matter.
Yeah, 2008.
I remember 08.
The Dolphins take tackle Jake Long out of Michigan.
Give me that one.
I think that's a point for the
NBA.
round ballers.
Give me that one.
So we're at 5-3.
You went on a run here. No, because you had a wash in there. So it's 4-3.
Since 2000, which draft has produced the most studs? Jay said NFL. He was guessing. Alan said NBA, so we're breaking it down here.
I just went with the quarterbacks and the DNs and the left tackles.
It's still a horse race.
4-3. What year are we in?
Oh, we just had.
Yeah, we're up to 2009.
Okay.
You got 04 through 06, and then 07 was a wash.
All right. Okay. I trust your numbers.
Was it Jamarcus Russell and Andre
Bargnani?
Yeah.
What a year. 2009, the Lions.
Okay.
Matthew Stafford was the first pick in 2009.
We're not done.
2009.
That's over, brother.
That's
the
like
Clippers.
That's like a 10.
Blake Griffin.
Oh, yeah.
Point NFL.
No.
Matthew
Super Bowl
Stafford's
winning
a Hall of
quarterback.
Famer immediately.
So is Blake.
He ain't got in yet. Has he been retired 5 years yet? This year, right?
So is Blake.
Man, that's Matt Stafford. Come on.
Guess what Blake's points per game were for his career? Points and rebounds.
For his career?
About 16. Because the last 3 or 4 brought him down.
That's what I'm saying. It should be
22.5 points per game.
Really?
12.1 rebounds.
He's a baller.
3.8 assists.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, give me it's a wash.
That's not. Matthew Stafford, come on, stop.
It's a wash.
Matthew Stafford will go down as pretty close to being a top 10 quarterback.
Jay.
You need to stop.
No,
Blake Griffin might not even be a top 10 power forward, let alone player. Matthew Stafford will go down. He's going to have numbers that's go close to being top 5 in the NFL history.
It's close, but as far as like
It's
a
close.
franchise guy, one guy
close.
actually won the Super Bowl as a quarterback.
Lob City.
That didn't count until Chris Paul came.
Yeah. Mama ain't got no rings. Baby ain't got no rings.
It's Matthew Stafford, but it's closer than y'all are, man.
All right. You might have needed that one because in 2010, the Wizards with the first pick go John Wall.
Come on, Dougie that. Dougie.
2010 is what, Bradford?
2010.
Come on.
The
We
National
back.
Football League #1 pick. Yes, you're right. Speaking of Rams quarterback, Sam Bradford.
Give me that one.
Yeah, you got it.
And the
Give me
NBA scores.
5-4.
Yeah. We needed that too.
Which draft has produced the best players with the #1 overall picks? The NBA, as Alan says, or the NFL, as Jay says? We're up to 2011 when the Carolina Panthers selected Cam Newton.
Come on, baby. Cam, the most disrespected quarterback ever, according to him.
Clap just because I do love Cam, but let's see what we got.
And the Cleveland Cavaliers went with
That's
from
Kyrie.
Duke, Kyrie
The champ.
Irving.
We got to count the chips, right?
Kyrie's probably better than Cam.
Yeah, I was going to say so. I was waiting
I don't
to see
even
which
know.
one.
It's close, though. It's close.
You know I
Cam's
love
your guy,
Cam.
right?
Yeah.
If Cam could have pulled that championship
right.
in, he probably.
That's right.
But Kyrie been off the court a lot.
No.
lot.
It don't matter now.
I'm talking about like Cam Patriots a lot.
Tie ball game? Let's ride.
I think when it comes to tiebreakers, the ring is a thing.
That's what we did with Blake and Matthew
If it's
Stafford.
somebody who actually won the ring and then just sit there watching other
That's
people
what we
win.
did with Blake and Matthew Stafford. It was close.
2012 Hornets, Anthony Davis.
That's a great pick.
2012 Colts, Andrew Luck.
Oof.
I think it's Anthony Davis. He's still playing.
Yeah, I think it is.
Just because of longevity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
2013 Chiefs, Eric Fisher.
Yeah. Come on, move on.
2013 Cavs.
Uh-oh. Is that Bennett?
Anthony Bennett.
No.
Yes, sir. Let's go, E-Fish.
That looked like an easy win for the NBA. but
E-Fish a stalwart in the league.
And that's blackjack. Now you won with an 11.
A 14. I walked the 14 walk.
They couldn't convert.
That's crazy. They put down the jack for you, Jay. You're all excited. Then they give you a 2.
they hit you with the 3, right?
Come on, man. You serious?
Come on, E-Fish.
That was 2013.
Yes, 2014.
That's a terrible win. Is that a wash?
No, Fish was in the league for a long time now.
Eric Fisher was a Super Bowl champion, played in the Pro Bowl.
Come on, man.
Because you asked.
He got about 8 years in the league.
Anthony Bennett, 4.2 points per game.
Yeah, no. Remember
3 rebounds and 0.3 assists.
Did you hear about?
It's not a wash.
It's like, so
it's
what
not
was
a wash,
that?
but you got rinsed.
That was 2013. So what? It feels like it was was that 4 or 5 years ago when they said Anthony Bennett has been balling in the G League. They thought he was going to make a comeback.
Sounds vaguely
kind of,
familiar.
Yeah, it didn't happen. But
We're at 2014,
6'5",
right?
6'5". Here we
yeah.
go.
The Cavs again, but they would deal this player away. Andrew Wiggins.
Man, second best player on a championship team.
Oh, that's
Houston
a quarterback.
Texans again. Jadeveon Clowney.
Oh, yeah, we got that.
I think Wiggs.
Yeah.
Clowney was a Pro Bowler 3 years in a row.
Hey, Wiggins ain't done much but 1 year with the Warriors,
That
fella.
was better than anything
I don't know.
did.
That might be a wash.
No,
That's a wash.
Jay.
That's
Jay,
a wash.
He was locking down
Wiggins
Jason
in 1
Tatum.
year. He one hit wonder. Milli Vanilli.
Jay, he locked down Jason Tatum.
He is a Tone Loc. He's
Jay.
a 1 hit wonder. No disrespect to Tone Loc because he got a couple more. But
Jay,
he Milli Vanilli, fella.
He locked down.
You don't even know what
Jason
team he
Tatum.
play for now.
He dunked on Luka.
Culture.
Yeah.
He
Man,
dunked
that's
on
a wash.
Luka.
That's a wash.
He locked down Jaylen Brown.
Jadeveon still playing.
Somewhere.
So is Wiggins.
Yeah, but barely.
Jadeveon got drafted off of 1 hit.
Has a number one draft pick been traded more than Wiggins?
That's a good question.
That's not the
That's
argument.
a wash, man. That's a wash.
That's not the
How many Pro Bowls
conversation.
Jadeveon got?
Sorry, Jadeveon Clowney. I
Pro
think it's
Bowls.
3.
3?
No.
16, 17, and 18.
Oh yeah, that's balling.
No, Jay.
That's balling.
No, Jay.
How many sacks? Does it say how many sacks?
I don't
his
have
career?
that. I can't.
Let me pull that up.
One
That's a
at
wash.
South Carolina when
That's
the
a
helmet
wash, fella.
popped off.
That's a wash.
And that's when he got drafted.
That's a wash, Warrior fan.
On the one hand,
That is
Jadeveon
not-
Clowney, he's been to 3 Pro Bowls. On the other hand, he ain't been to a Pro Bowl since 2018.
Jay, that is not
in
a
the league,
wash.
baby. That's a wash.
That is not a wash, Jay.
We may have to take that one out before we award a point.
Is that
We have to go
2014?
to,
I'll take it away now, Jay. But you play with
66 and a half career sacks?
me. Jay.
That's
when
come
did
on
those
now. That's
sacks-
balling now.
No, Jay, this
That's
is not
balling.
high leverage situations.
Yeah, I don't know, fella.
we may have to go to carnitration on this.
Yeah.
Andrew Wiggins, for what, 2 years, he was the best contract in the NBA.
I don't know about that.
He
All right,
was.
We'll have to circle back to that
Yeah.
one. No points awarded yet. We got to pick up the pace a little bit. 2015, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jameis.
That's Jameis.
Winston.
Oh, give me that.
2015,
Who-
Minnesota Timberwolves. Carl Anthony
Carl Anthony
Towns.
Come on,
Towns.
give me that.
You got that.
That's
6'6".
buckets.
2016, Philadelphia 76ers. You want to just pass on
Yeah,
that
let's
one?
pass on that one. Here we go. What we
Is
got?
that Markel? Or is that
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
Oh,
They haven't even gotten
no.
to Markel yet.
Yeah, come on now.
Who's NFL?
2016, Jared Goff.
Jared Goff, baby. Slinging them. 7'6", we'll take it.
2017, Cleveland Browns
Ooh.
with a number 1 overall pick. Take Myles Garrett.
Yes, sir.
He ain't doing nothing.
2017 NBA Draft. The Sixers select Markel Fultz.
Man.
Here comes the NFL.
8'6". Come on, baby.
2018 Phoenix Suns DeAndre Ayton. 2018
You know who
Cleveland
this
Browns
is.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker. That's Baker all day.
I don't.
Stop it. That's Baker
I
all
don't
day.
know. I don't know.
Living in the stadium, resurrected his career.
I don't
Rose
know.
from the grave. Been in the play. He's a stalwart in the
Just bringing
playoffs.
his commercial.
I mean, Aiden, we
You
never
need
know.
to stop it, man. Aiden, come on.
This season.
JJ
maybe he's
Redick
been
just
traded.
said Aiden
Yeah.
can't catch the ball. He can't even catch the ball.
I think it's Baker.
It's Baker, fella.
Okay.
9'6".
2019 Kyler Murray.
Oh, yeah, we got this.
2019 Zion Williamson.
I'm about to say, no, you don't.
This is a disaster.
That's Zion. That's a wash. I'll give you a wash. I'll give you a wash.
2020.
No, wait, hold on. Who was it?
Zion and Kyler. They both got injury issues.
No. Zion, I think.
Come on, man. You need to stop.
He was in the in-season
You need to
tournament. Come
He
on,
didn't
man.
win it. He was just in the season
He was in it.
I'll give you a wash.
No.
I'll give you a wash. Because I'm more of a Zion fan than most.
Yeah. Now we
That's
should
a
be
wash.
getting into the more familiar names. 2020 Anthony Edwards
Yeah,
for
that's
the
tough.
NBA.
Oh, yeah, give me
That's
that.
tough right here.
Joe Burrow.
Ooh. I'm just saying.
No.
The
But
He doesn't even
savior.
like Joe Burrow.
He's the,
But Joe, I mean, what have you done for me lately?
he's the savior. He's God's gift to football
Pro
right
Bowl
now.
2022, 24, 25.
And he beat Pat Mahomes.
Won an AFC championship.
I think that's Ant. I think that's Ant.
You don't even believe it.
I think that's Ant. It's Ant-Man.
I like Ant over
That's
Joe.
Ant.
But that might be a wash.
Yeah.
That's a wash.
That's Ant-Man, but was a wash.
Okay. 2021.
I love Ant-Man.
Trevor Lawrence.
Come on, baby.
Opportunity.
Come on, give it to me.
Cade Cunningham.
Oh, yeah, we got
yes,
that.
Cade Cunningham.
That's in there.
What's the score now?
9-7.
Yeah, we struggling now.
2022
We
for
gotta
the
get hot.
Orlando Magic.
Yeah.
Paulo Banchero.
I don't know. It depends on who that
What was 2021?
22.
22. I don't remember NFL 22.
Trayvon Walker.
Oh, yeah, we got that.
Yeah,
Trayvon
struggling.
Here they come.
90.
Oh, yeah.
2023, the Carolina Panthers select Bryce Young.
Oh, yeah, baby. That's a 12, Jay. You got sitting on a 12.
The San Antonio Spurs select Victor Wembanyama.
9. that.
9.
We can run that.
Oh, but then, Alan, 2024, the Hawks.
Oh, no.
Zachary
no.
Risachet,
baby.
Jay was waiting for the reset.
While the Bears select Caleb Williams.
Caleb, stop. Don't even do it. Don't do that.
Out.
Don't do that.
And wrapping it up, 2025, Cam Ward against Cooper Flag.
That one we don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So 10-9 NFL.
Okay.
And then, well, and the 19 and 22 washes that
we
we'll
go to
have
Carnitration.
We still have to. We got 2014. We have to revisit. 07 was terrible.
It was 14 Wiggins and Jadeveon.
I think so. Or you might have given that. And 19 and 20. We got to revisit. We need a recount.
Really?
I think. There's 3 out there.
We got some hanging chads.
Yeah, there's 3 out there. We still collecting some votes out there.
Uh-huh.
So it's not official.
You were pretty
yet.
confident you were going to roll in this, weren't you?
We got hot, and then we got cold.
Mm-hmm.
I just, the reason why I thought quarterbacks number 1, I figured we'd hit about 10 quarterbacks because I could remember 5. And then the other part is there were some lean years in the NBA. Like you would go back and look at the Ayton and, no disrespect to some of these players, but man, they were some misses. Mm-hmm. Some big misses.
Mm-hmm. So Jay has the lead, but we don't have the final numbers posted yet.
It's in pencil. It is not official yet.
He's got to go in and get it approved.
Yeah.
All right.
Doing that.
Brenston Buckner is going to join us. He's a former 49er. We got some special things going on in San Jose in a few weeks, and we'll talk with Brenston Buckner about that and today's NFL Draft next on Sactown Sports.
At Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. Whether you purchase a new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, Elk Grove Honda has the right Honda at the right price. In the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard, or elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
What is it, boy? Someone need help? Someone in trouble? Oh, okay. So you just want me to get Progressive Auto Insurance because their collision coverage covers up to $1,000 in vet bills if you're injured in an accident? That's it? Okay, calm down. Let's not resort to name calling.
Progressive's collision coverage helps pay for care for your pet when they're in the car during an accident.
No, you're right. Sorry, I shouldn't have said calm down.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage included with purchase of collision coverage and subject to policy terms.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Spring is here, and warmer days are right around the corner. Before the heat hits, call Brower Mechanical. Right now, when you purchase a new high-efficiency AC system, you can choose a water heater or a whole house fan for just $1, or get your AC professionally tuned up for just $89. Don't wait until your system breaks down during the heat. Brower Mechanical, where quality meets comfort. 916-352-3113. Residential and commercial HVAC sales and service. License number 1081055.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sepp Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is. Live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sepp Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sepp's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sactown Sports 1140.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
DQ presents the Blizzard Double Flip Deal. For a limited time, when you buy one Blizzard treat, you get a second for just 99 cents. That's 2 Blizzards, 2 spoons, 2 flavors, and 2 flips. So don't miss out on the Blizzard Double Flip Deal, available only for a limited time and happening now at DQ. Because the only thing better than a Blizzard treat is a second Blizzard treat for just 99 cents. It's a deal to flip for. The Blizzard Double Flip Deal. Get it in the app. Participation may vary.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm meteorologist Heather Waldman in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. Back to sunshine. Clouds increase Friday. It'll be a dry day with temperatures in the low 70s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA News and the KCRA app.
Oh. Download the app and listen to The Drive Guys.
The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
Well, that was quite an exercise, and it was very close. And I believe Jay carried the day, right? The NFL has produced since 2000 more quality players head-to-head against the NFL with the number 1 picks than the NBA.
It's a give or take. I don't know if we really can say for sure what it is.
You would think, given the nature of the game, I think this is why you win NBA, right? Because there's fewer players. You'd think there'd be more variance in the NFL because, there's so many positions.
Right.
But the NBA, there's been some picks.
Yeah, I mean, the true stinkers, they're stinky for the NBA, and I think maybe it's the reverse engineering of what I thought.
You tried to stand your ground, though, on some of those guys.
I'm still standing.
It was a little pathetic.
No, it's
times.
not. We're not done. It's not. It's
not done.
Not
okay.
over.
All right. The Dwight Clark Legacy Series is a charity speaker series centered around building lasting connections between players and the fans through memorable conversations, and proceeds benefit the Golden Heart Fund, which provides comprehensive support for former 49ers facing a variety of challenges in their lives after football. 6th annual Dwight Clark Legacy Series is going to be held for the first time at the Hammer Theater in San Jose. It's going to be May 20th. Tickets and all event details are available now at dwightclarkaward.com. That's dwightclarkaward.com. And among the speakers will be our next guest, second-round selection of the Pittsburgh Steelers in 1994, former 49er, Steeler, Bengal, Panther defensive end, defensive line coach for 4 teams, including the Raiders in 2019, Brenson Buckner. Brenson, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
We're doing fine. We appreciate your time very much. I'm sure draft day brings back some memories. What do you remember the most about the day that you were selected by the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Well, just the joy of being drafted, growing up, wanting to be a professional football player, then living my dream. When I hear my name called, it was a great feeling.
Brenton, the Raiders got the number 1 pick tonight. Is this one of the most hope-filled days for fans where you look like you got your guy, especially for a team that struggled like the Raiders have? Is this just one of the most fun days of the year for fans when you feel like you're going to get a guy that's going to finally turn your franchise around?
Oh, yes. For fans, every draft pick is getting them to the Super Bowl, the Horseshack Trophy. And, the trash talking goes up 100%. Every player's going to be a future Hall of Famer. He's better than anybody you ever had. Little did you know, it's something called training camp and the luck of the draw.
Brenson Buckner is with us, former 49er. He's going to be part of the 6th annual Dwight Clark Legacy Series. It's going to be held in San Jose on May 20th. And I know, Brenson, in addition to being an outstanding player, you've done a lot of coaching. You're a defensive line coach. The 49ers are looking for some edge rusher help again. As a D-line coach, what is the first thing you look for? When you look at a prospect and whether it's going to be good or not, what are the first things you look for?
violence. You want violence. You want speed. You want a guy that can win their matchups more than they lose. And then for like teams like the 49ers who want to get after the passer, you look at the pass rush win rate. Like, how much are they winning? Because the 49ers do a good job of getting their guys one-on-one because they know a lot of their protection is going to slide to Bosa. So you want guys who can win enough to free him up to do his thing.
Brinson, as far as the Niners are concerned, we hear this term a lot. And, I never strapped up the pass, especially not on the level that you did. We hear this term a lot about windows, right? The Niners' window is closing. When you're in that locker room, is there anything that makes you feel whether your window is open or closed? They got their quarterback. They got some good pieces. Do you feel like the Niners' window is closing? And is that a conversation or something that comes up when you're in the locker room?
When you're in the locker room, you think you have a chance to win every year. Once the season's over with and whoever wins the Super Bowl wins, it's 0-0, and you're like, hey, this year is our turn. So players never talk about windows being open or closed. But, for the 49ers, I think they're always going to be competitive. They got their quarterback locked in. They play great defense, and they got a great coach. You know what I mean? So if you got those things working for you, the only thing that goes against them, they're probably in the most competitive division in all of football.
Yeah.
Brinson Buckner is with us, former 49er, Steeler, Bengal, Panther, defensive end. He's going to be part of the Dwight Clark Legacy Series, May 20th, San Jose. Other speakers include Derek Deese, Randy Cross, Harris Barton, the outstanding offensive linemen. Brinson, who's smarter, offensive lineman or defensive lineman?
Defensive lineman.
There we go.
Offensive linemen are the least athletic. They're not the smartest. Defensive line, we got to know which way to go. Stunt, we got to know if we're dropping in coverage. We got to know blitzes. Offensive linemen get told what to do all the time.
They have to be told where they're running, and the defensive lineman's like, I just got to get the quarterback, Alan.
That's right.
Yeah. And they always got to go in twos. That's why they're not double twos. They're just going in twos because, two people make one brain.
Fernando Mendoza looks like he's going to go number one tonight. Do you think this is the beginning of the Raiders finally starting to turn it back around?
I think they did a good job. I think the most important thing for them was signing Kirk Cousins so you don't have to force the kid to play right now because if you drafted number one, you got a lot of things going on that you got to fix. Mm-hmm. So by getting Kirk Cousins and drafting him, giving him time to learn, you got Tom Brady in the building, Kirk Cousins, who's been a good pro. I just think just finally getting a guy for 3 years down the road because I don't think he's going to be the automatic starter. But I think they're heading in the right direction.
Brinson Buckner with us. Speaking of the Raiders, I'm a little fuzzy on this, but is it true? Is this story true? You were once disqualified from, I think, a regional track meet. You're in the shot put, and you were wearing a Raider T-shirt, and they told you to take it off, and you said nope, and they sent you home?
Yes, I was a really big Raider fan because Otis Fitzgerald and my father went to high school together.
Oh, okay.
We was real close friends, and he had given me a T-shirt, and I wore it. I wore it. And I used to wear it in track meet, so I wore it all the time. And then we get to the regional track meet, they asked me to take it off, and I'm like, I'm superstitious. I'm not taking it off. They're disqualified.
Oh, man, Jay.
Well, you know how it goes when you put that black and silver on sometime. It goes against you, Brinston. Hey, that kind of leads into the question I have for you. We've been talking about organizations and the prestige and where they kind of sit right now currently, like who are the bigger names. You played for the 49ers, of course, the Steelers got the coach for the Raiders. In your mind, what's beside the Cowboys that everybody talks about, what's the next biggest team, the next biggest logo for you in the league?
For me, Pittsburgh Steelers, and then the 49ers, and then you also got to throw New England in there just because you can't discredit what they've done up there with Robert Kraft and Tom Brady and those guys. But it's always been the Cowboys, the Steelers, the 49ers, because they set the benchmark. The 49ers in the 80s and the 90s, coming out there with my chance of going in there, you walked in there and you expected to win championships from day one. It never was talking about the window closed, Eddie DeBarlow, the way the guys carried themselves, the way people coached, the way the players carried themselves. It was a top-rate organization. But I wouldn't put Dallas first. That's not a lie. It was the Pittsburgh 49ers, then the Cowboys, and then the Patriots.
Brenton, we hear a lot of talk, especially with the Raiders and when you bring in a new coach and with the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl. Man, that defensive scheme that the Seahawks had, how important are those schemes based on who you have on your roster? If you have the correct scheme, can you make a roster look much better than it actually is, and obviously vice versa?
I think you can. If you get the right scheme, you can manipulate things. But at the end of the day, Dick LeBeau used to always tell us, he was like, I was a defensive coordinator for the Cincinnati Bengals. Nobody cared. When I got to Pittsburgh with better players, I became a genius. So you got to have the players. Even though I think scheme help, but players make it go. West Coast offense. You take Jerry Rice and you take Joe Montana out of that, and you just put some regular people back there. Is the West Coast really the West Coast? And it's probably the greatest offense of all time, but you need players to make that engine go.
Mm-hmm. That's Brenton Buckner. He's going to be part of the Dwight Clark Legacy Series, San Jose, May 20th. And as we mentioned, this benefits the Golden Heart Fund, which supports former 49ers. I wanted to ask you, Brenton, if I could, what does it mean to you to be able to do something here that supports other players who, we hear a lot about struggles of former players. What's it like for you to be able to help out with that?
It's a great feeling because we always say when the lights and cameras are gone, we all we got. And, it's a hard world that when you finish playing and you feel you get involved, you as a retired player, you feel like the world has really turned its back on you because the game goes on. But given a chance to help players to help with the legacy that Dwight Clark wanted to leave, because Dwight is a Clemson guy. Mm-hmm. And he was known as, I went to Clemson, he was always known as the guy that was always there for people who ever needed it. And now to be a part of it and try to raise money to help guys who might fall on bad luck, it's a great day because we are family. We preach family in football, and we spend so much time together, and you never want to see anybody in your family struggle. So to be able to help them raise money was a big joy, man. I'm glad they asked me to be a part.
All right, Brenton Buckner, thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the draft. We appreciate it, and we hope to see you in San Jose on May 20th. Thank you, sir.
All right, most definitely. Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Great stuff.
It's funny when you ask, I don't know if you ever have, but you ask offensive linemen who's smarter, and they will tell you defensive linemen are dumb as rocks.
Right. All they got to do is get after the quarterback. That's all they got to do.
But both sides have very strong opinions on that.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about kind of the rivalry, I guess friendly rivalry between the two, but it's similar. We always think about cornerbacks and wide receivers, but when you have two sides of the ball,
mm-hmm.
that's what'll happen, Whitey.
Mm-hmm. He's a good player, Jay.
Yeah, he's a baller.
Mm-hmm.
He was part of the 49ers lore for a quick while, and I remember him with the Steelers and the Panthers. I don't remember him with the Bengals.
Yeah, I don't
remember the Bengal too much.
Tickets and all event details for the Dwight Clark Legacy Series are available now. DwightClarkAward.com. That's DwightClarkAward.com. Thanks again to Brenton Buckner. When we come back, how and who the NFL tried to get Fernando Mendoza to attend the draft. It's coming up, Sactown Sports.
At Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. Whether you purchase a new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, Elk Grove Honda has the right Honda at the right price. In the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard, or elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
This is the sound of Jack, buzz cutting his way to a small fortune. To Jack, every time he cuts his own hair, that's $50 right in his pocket. If Jack sees DIY buzz cuts as a saving strategy, Wells Fargo is right behind him. And with their mobile app, tracking his savings is easy. Oh, ouch. However you make money work, we can work with that.
Mobile carriers' message and data rates may apply. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
With Popeye's new $6 Faves menu, you can get this 3-piece chicken, this 3-piece tenders, this chicken sandwich, or these 2 regular sides for just $6 a piece. I know you can't see what I see, but trust me, those bold Louisiana flavors look so good, you might just have to get them all. Now there's an idea.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants. Price may vary. Terms apply.
Contractors, remodelers, you now have a great supplier to assist you with your next project. Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento. They are Northern California's best kitchen and bathroom remodeling supply store. Anova has the latest cabinet styles, a great selection of countertops, flooring, bathroom fixtures, and more. Visit their website, InovaCabinetStone.com. Take advantage of their grand opening special, a $750 in-store credit. Stop by today, Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
A multi-billion-dollar settlement is paying claims for up to 21 years. If you were exposed to weed killers at work or at home, your rights are affected. If you or your family has or had non-Hodgkin lymphoma, you could receive $6,000 to $165,000 or more. This settlement impacts you even if you're not sick, because this blood cancer can take 10 to 15 years to appear. If you stay in the settlement, you give up your right to sue. Learn more at weedkillerclass.com or call 888-403-8201. Paid for by the Roundup Settlement.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm meteorologist Heather Waldman in the KCRA3 Weather Center. Back to sunshine. Clouds increase Friday. It'll be a dry day with temperatures in the low 70s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA News and the KCRA app.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sactown Sports.
Thanks for being with us. Thanks for your participation. I always appreciate that. Campio says, Whitey, what is Carmichael Dave saying about your numerous facelifts? Yeah, JR called him about something. They were talking about me, and I don't know. I think JR said I'd be smiling about something, and then Dave says, I can't smile because of all his facelifts. Like, okay.
Wait, when was this?
This was today. This was
what
this morning.
What is happening?
Yeah, they were talking baseball, and JR said something about the Padres. Oh, why do we be smiling about that? And Dave wisecracked, oh, he can't smile because of all his facelifts.
Is that before you text him?
He did that first. Then I texted him a few things that prompted him to say, "Whitey, shut up" on the radio.
Wow.
Then, yeah.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Hey.
It's one of those days here. Sleep Under Me. Great interview. Really enjoying the knowledge. Well, thank you. That was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. I noticed though, and thank you, Jay, for lining that up. And we try to help out every year with that Dwight Clark Legacy series. I actually got to know Dwight Clark a little bit. He was a regular guest on a radio show that I was on weekly.
Dang.
Yeah, he was a good guy. Mm-hmm. Good guy. But Brenson Buckner did not. He talked about the top brands. Great question, Jay. Mm-hmm. I kept waiting. No mention of Silver and Black. Did you notice that?
I was waiting.
I don't think did he mention the Raiders at all, Jay?
No, here's the thing.
No, I didn't think so.
He's here based on his time with the Niners. So he's not going to talk about the Raiders in this setting. It's a little different.
It just didn't sound like he even considered them.
I think that's
Patriots.
I think it was so obvious.
And he mentioned the Steelers, and I know when Jay brought up the Steelers a couple days ago, you were like, Steelers? What are you talking about?
I think it was so obvious that, teams like the Raiders, the Eagles, there are just certain teams that he felt, hey, everybody knows these teams have the strongest brands, so we don't need to, we don't need to focus on it.
Why do you read his background again, who he played for and who he coached for?
Yes, I'd be happy to, Jay.
Please.
Brenson Buckner. Former 49ers, Steeler, Bengal, Panther defensive end, defensive line coach for 4 teams, including 2019, the Raiders.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you coach and, coaches coach, players play. And
that's true.
So you're not really thinking about a brand. And
spot on with that.
that same.
Can't argue with that.
In that same, scenario.
Yeah. What did Sleep Under Me say? Really enjoying the knowledge, Alan.
Yeah. Well, that's, Coach is coach. And brand's brand.
Ooh.
Brand's brand.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I still love you, Branston.
Here is an interesting note that could affect the draft. Dallas Cowboys, let's see here. A day after the Cowboys revealed they would not enter into negotiations on a long-term deal with George Pickens, he will sign his franchise tag tender. That's what a source told Adam Schefter. Some numbers here. This guarantees Pickens will make $27.3 million this season, and he will report to the mandatory minicamp in June or be subject to fines. It also opens up the possibility of Pickens being traded, which Dan Orlovsky was suggesting could happen tonight.
What would the Cowboys be looking for?
Well, he said, look, they traded a third-round pick to get Pickens. He said, they got CeeDee Lamb, and I heard Kayla talk about this too on Kayla's 2-minute drill. They got CeeDee Lamb, they got George Pickens. That's a lot of money for receivers. Mm-hmm. Orlovsky said, because they played the clip, if the Cowboys could get a second-round pick for Pickens, when they gave up a third-round pick to get him, that would be a win. Mm-hmm. So.
Okay. Yeah, they were, I think that's part of it too. They both had some off games. They both had some really good games. I don't know how much better the Cowboys were, right? Because that's the whole conversation. We essentially saw a really good wide receiver core, and they did nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So do you really want to pay that money when it clearly didn't help you maybe as much as you thought it would?
According to a source, there have been no trade discussions with other teams. But who's the best group of wide receivers you've ever seen on a team? Anybody come to mind?
Ever seen? I thought you were going to say right now.
I mean, when your team had, Tim Brown and Jerry Rice, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Ever seen?
Yeah. I remember going back a ways. The Pittsburgh Steelers, this is before everybody threw the ball all the time. They had John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. Those guys were, they were good.
Yeah.
Remember that, Jay? You might not remember that.
Yeah, that's before my time there, fella.
They were good.
There's some really good ones right now. I know we always talk about the Bengals.
Here you go with Philly. Come on.
I wasn't going to say Philly.
Kind of opened that door. I shouldn't have.
The Bengals, TJ, Chad.
TJ Hushmanzada.
They had a nice little run there, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had a crew.
Ooh, about the Rams?
Torrey
Bruce
Holt.
and Torrey.
Isaac Bruce.
Yeah, that's tough. They probably should both be in the Hall of Fame here.
Yeah. And then when you have something like that, is that the conversation of, all right, well, we don't need that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very similar to what the Bengals have right now. Well, we don't need a bell cow running back if this is kind of what we do.
Yeah. By the way, Jay, as you're talking about that greatest show on turf, Marshall Faulk was almost as good a receiver as
them. Man.
Yeah.
Them boys are legit.
Mm-hmm.
I love my running back receiver yards.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. That's
Who's the greatest pass-catching running back to you?
You mentioned Marshall. He's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty big one.
I know he's still playing, but
I'd say Matt Breida, but
McCaffrey's up there.
He's like a receiver that
he's up there.
Off to sometimes.
I just think it's very underutilized.
Matt Breida was really good, Jay. And when Ellen and I were working for the station in the Bay Area, for some reason, we're talking about the 49ers all the time. People could not stand Matt Breida. Did you ever experience that? He was one of those guys. It was like Damian Lee.
Yeah.
I think it's Pojemski now down there.
It is.
Like Harrison Barnes when he was here. And there's just certain guys, for whatever reason, in their own markets, people are like, that guy's the worst I've ever seen.
I think it was kind of Harrison Barnes when he was there, too, but he was gone right after.
Well, that's not right.
Well, no.
I understand what you're saying.
He just left.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There's a lot.
I think Patrick Bailey's experiencing a little bit of that right now.
Yeah. Big home run.
Mm-hmm.
Last night, but
they said he did a bat flip. I think he didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Well, if he's gonna homer, it's gonna be against the Dodgers.
Uh-huh.
That's about all about when he shows up.
Anyway, I know he mentioned this earlier, but apparently the NFL was not pleased that Fernando Mendoza did not want to attend the draft. I'm not saying they went nuts or anything, but they didn't like that because this is the show. This is a big show. We got to get people to watch and give them a show. So they actually went to Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning explained this, and they asked him can you ask Fernando Mendoza to show up at the draft? And he's like, no, thank you. Thank you, Peyton Manning.
Yeah. So Peyton did do it.
Apparently, I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel completely comfortable. By the way, Patriots just announced that Mike Vrabel will speak before the NFL draft begins. From
Really?
Ari Merov. Yeah, that was
Why?
an hour ago. So
I know we have to touch on that, and something no one wants to talk about, but at this point, it's like you have to talk about it. So he first came out like in the middle of the night last night and said he was going to miss the third round of the draft. It's interesting because you'd think maybe this thing just kind of settles down a little bit, and he keeps breathing air into it, and now he's going to speak before the draft? Is that what you said? You seem like you're not too sure what you're saying.
No. That is what Ari Merov is saying. That the Patriots just announced that Mike Vrabel will speak before the draft begins, and the draft is an hour away.
That thing, and I don't mean to be, salacious or take this lightly, but that thing is getting really weird.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It certainly is.
Mm-hmm. I'm not making fun. It's just like, whoa, there's some stuff going on here.
Yeah, it most certainly is, good sir.
We'll circle back to that because I know you want to so much.
No, you've been wanting to.
But, Jay, I need to know if once you've seen Andrew Luck throwing out the first pitch last night, how you thought it compared to Fernando Mendoza.
I thought he looked like Bob Gibson out there, to be honest. We're talking about comparisons?
Yeah.
Blake Snell style. As I know that's a crawl in Allen's situation.
Yeah, let's not.
I mean, you could tell. It's like, all right, he threw, got some air under it.
Yeah, it looked like he at least.
Yeah, he knew where he was and what to do. He wasn't like.
You didn't even see it, Jay.
Looked like he at least knew how to grip a ball.
What a baseball was.
Yeah. Fernando Mendoza looked like Tom Cruise throwing his keys in Top Gun, where you go, oh.
What?
This is ridiculous. So this is the breakdown. This is from Mark Daniels, who covers the Patriots for Mass Live. Mike Vrabel is scheduled to speak to the media tonight if the Patriots make a pick in the event they trade out.
Oh, okay.
Elliot Wolf is scheduled to talk Friday and then on Saturday with Ryan Cowden. So if the Patriots trade out, Vrabel isn't on the media schedule until May 27th. So he's just going to talk about the pick. He's not going to talk
that's
about
like obligatory. It's not like I'm having a press conference.
Yeah,
it's
I think the way the
coach speaks if we make a pick.
And that's kind of what Ari Merov does. He kind of left it with a ... as if it was about that. They're going to come out.
Thank you for clarifying.
Do what they did, with the Dallas Wings. PR is going to say, hey, he's only talking about this, and then that's what he's going to talk about.
Okay. We'll come back, circle back, look at the Phoenix Suns and what may have been the worst call. May have been the worst call in NBA history as we get ready for the NFL draft today. All that and more coming up next on Sactown Sports.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Is the crew on their way so we can fire up the grill?
Cabrito, arrachera. They're gonna love it.
Better go with birria and carne en su jugo. Classic Jalisco dishes with tradition.
That seasoning is great, but Northern Mexican-style meat speaks for itself. Let's make both.
Deal. And to boost the flavor, ice-cold Pepsi. Its sweetness pairs perfectly.
And to go with it, flour tortillas.
And corn ones too. Hey, carne asada deserves Pepsi.
Attention Roseville residents, this just in. Keeping your vehicle well maintained doesn't just protect your car, it also protects your local waterways. This May, bring your used oil filter to a participating AutoZone location and receive a free new filter. Available every weekend in May. Recycle your used oil and filter the right way. For details and tips on proper oil and filter replacement, visit roseville.ca.us/oil. Funded in part by Cal Recycle. Limit 1 per customer. Maximum value is $9.99. Roseville residents only. Proof of residency is required at participating locations only.
It's no secret the world feels unpredictable lately. One thing will never change: Hoblet's mission to lower high prices. Right now, and only at Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland, you can get 4.99% financing for up to 84 months on all new vehicles in stock and keep every factory rebate you qualify for when you finance with Hoblet's preferred lender. That's 4.99% financing, and you keep all the factory rebates you qualify for. Not one or the other, like other dealers are offering. Only Hoblet has fought to get you a deal this good. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection, and now unbeatable interest rates. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. 4.99% APR available on select new vehicles in stock while supplies last. Pricing and savings may vary by model and trim. Financing on approved credit through Hoblet Preferred Lending for well-qualified buyers. 60,000 match finance, approximately $14.14 per thousand finance. Residency restrictions and lender membership requirements may apply. See dealer for details.
Business moves fast, and so do we. At Bank of Marin, we team up with businesses in the greater Sacramento area to help you drive the lane and score big. With dedicated relationship bankers and local decision making, we help you move quickly, whether you're upgrading equipment, buying your next building, streamlining cash flow, or fueling growth. From expansion to investment, we're ready to help you win. Bank of Marin, your local business bank. Visit us at bankofmarin.com. Member FDIC.
Pet owners and parents know the struggle. Every time dogs or kids go outside, they track mud right back in. If you're tired of scrubbing floors, you need Muddy Mat, the anti-mud mat that cleans paws and shoes before they ruin your home. Only Muddy Mat features thousands of ultra-soft microfibers that are 5 times more absorbent than ordinary mats, instantly trapping dirt and water to protect your floors. Put it by every door, under pet bowls, in the kitchen for spills. It even makes a perfect bath mat, and it's 100% machine washable, so cleanup is effortless.
Since getting Muddy Mat, I don't worry about what my dog gets into. His paws are clean the second he steps off.
No more mopping. I love it. Thank you, Muddy Mat.
Right now, get a free medium Muddy Mat with your order of 2 or more mats at buymuddymat.com. This offer is only available at buymuddymat.com. That's BUYMUDDYMAT.com. Don't wait. Get your free Muddy Mat today at buymuddymat.com.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
If I'm going to ask Alan, how does this break down for you tonight, your viewing time? And I know it's your daughter's birthday, so maybe you don't have a lot of viewing time, but she probably still goes to bed pretty early, right?
Yeah, we try to get her little butt in bed no later than 8:45.
But she's going to be jacked up on cake tonight.
I think it's a late night tonight.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Tomorrow's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you the in-laws are coming out to hang out with us, but they're going to be watching the kiddos when we go to Mexico for the wedding next week. So the in-laws get here Saturday. We do the actual birthday party, not party, just family, on Sunday. So she's going to be overstimulated for the next 5 straight days.
Mm-hmm.
And you just got to be prepared for it.
I don't want to let any cats out of the bags, but she got some gifts probably coming.
Yeah, she asked for a basketball hoop. So, the plastic one. So she asked for a basketball hoop. So it's there. I guess I got to put it together. But we didn't give it to her this morning because we wouldn't have got her out the door.
Kenji has one of those, and we were playing last weekend, and I made one, and he goes, "Good job, OG." Because I made a basket. And then he's shooting, and they were going in, but he was throwing it at the basket and not looking.
Right.
She's just look.
Hey,
it went in.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, whatever.
No look. Yeah, but she had the, the baby one that's about, 2 feet off the ground. Now she's getting the next level that you can raise. The classic plastic one you see in all the
How's her
houses.
floor game overall? Good distributor? If she's like your dad, she's
a shooter.
Give me the ball.
Yeah,
get out of my way.
she's a shooter right now. And, that's going to be fun. So that's the big gift and whatever else my wife got, to be honest with you.
I bet she'll be a good basketball player if she wants to be. She'll be a good basketball player.
She's got choices.
I know.
Right
I
now.
know. She'll probably play all the sports.
Hey,
yep.
NIL.
Yep. So I was going to ask you if you have time. Are you watching the draft the Knicks and the Hawks start? They're just getting ready to get underway. Cleveland, Toronto, and Denver, Minnesota. The Giants are done. The A's have the day off.
Well, I told you you always tell me no free promotion. So we're going to one of the chain restaurants are good for small kids because they can be loud and it's not a problem. And they're playing music. She loves the music. I show you that video with her and the guitar. So y'all
bass guitar.
Yeah.
Alan's daughter's playing bass, Jay.
She was just messing around.
She's like thumb slapping.
Yeah. And she was on the drums too.
Yeah.
But we're going to go to Enter Chain Restaurant here. You guys can guess on the text line and the call line, or not the call line, the text line at YouTube, which one. So we'll be at a kind of a perfect spot to where there'll be TVs. I got to pay attention to my family.
Sources tell me it's BJ's, but
You're the one who said no free promotion.
No, I didn't say that. I say the opposite. Like, just don't, some people go out of their way to, like, say terrible things about potential sponsors. That's the thing that I say. You don't need to do that.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, she loves the music at BJ's and, I mean, kind of both of us, but the Pazookies, you can't really beat that, a birthday Pazookie.
Ain't lying.
We'll be there, and obviously they're going to have the TVs everywhere, so it'll be an opportunity for me to watch a little bit, but not a ton.
I have to be honest. I really would love to see Atlanta win and see what everybody in New York does if the Hawks take the lead in that series.
Why, you're acting like your Mike Brown is my De'Aaron Fox now.
Not really. He was really, really always nice to me. I don't have a problem with him at all. I just like the drama. I'll be honest.
He's just caught in the crosshairs of you.
He just happens to be the coach of that next team.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you'd rather see New York just on high alert more than, I want to see Mike Brown do well. Okay, fair enough.
If that makes me a bad person?
I don't think it does.
Yeah.
I don't think it does.
Yeah.
I mean,
if it does, it does.
I mean, teams that kind of annoy you come and go.
Yeah.
Right? I have found
I
that
root for the underdogs, man.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
Yeah, I have found that, and you got your boy Kuminga. So
that's right. When I used to watch, they called it National All-Star Wrestling and Big Time Wrestling, and for some reason, my favorite wrestlers were these guys. They never fought the big bouts, and typically they were the guys that would fight the bad guys and get destroyed. And I always rooted for him, and I'd get crushed. He's like, he's winning. Right. The guy's unconscious, and then he'd lose. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
It's like 8 years old or 7 years old. It's like, I can't believe he lost that. How did he lose that? The guy was clinically dead, and he came back and beat my guy, Buddy Marino.
So, okay, this is so funny because, and I didn't do this based on what you're saying, but after the Frank Caliendo show, we went back and we were talking to Frank. And we were all, hey, Frank, this was great. It was awesome. And our guy, Patrick Keene, the opener, was just kind of sitting there in the background. So I don't know. Before I left, I felt like, hey, I want to say something to Patrick because nobody's saying anything to him. I told him about the barbed wire tattoo joke that I thought was funny. He's like, oh, thanks, man. So I kind of hear what you're saying because I just felt not bad. I thought it was legitimately funny, but I thought Frank is getting so much love. Obviously, he's Frank Caliendo. I thought the same thing,
and that guy was almost literally in the corner of the dressing room. Yeah.
I'm like, let me show him some love before I leave. I'm like, hey, that barbed wire
was really funny.
Yeah, I'm like, that barbed wire one, that got me. So
pity stuff?
No, I thought it was funny. But, you're in the middle of it, and we're all kind of talking to Frank, so I didn't really know when to do it, but I wanted to tell him it was a funny joke.
Yeah. I just made sure when I shook hands
with him. But he's the opener.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
that's the difference. But
he was sitting in there before the show started. He was like a couple seats away from where you were.
No, I didn't even see him.
Because I was looking around, and for some reason I noticed him. And then next thing I know, he's walking up, and it's, that's the guy.
Yeah. But Jay, I'm the guy. Before Spotify and all this, I was the guy finding the new artists. The underdog artists. So that's who I am, Jay.
I got you.
Denver at Minnesota tonight.
Woo-hoo! Yeah. Them babies got to be in bed. I'm sorry. Yeah, happy birthday.
That's an adults only series.
Yeah. I mean, I might even if I got to fire it up on the phone. That's the one, man. That's the one.
Mm-hmm. And then Cleveland and Toronto. Allen, how much is Keon going to play tonight?
Oh, gosh. Now to ruin my day. Having such a good day. Where is that? No, they didn't text back yet today, but oh, my goodness. I mean, look, I think that series is sorry, logical Raptors fanatic. I think that series is over.
Mm-hmm. We have some injury updates. The 76ers have upgraded Joel Embiid to doubtful going into Game 3. He ain't going to play. Wemby will travel with the Spurs while in the protocol. And the Lakers, your guy, Jay, Austin Reeves, upgraded to questionable for Game 3.
Yeah, throw Aaron Gordon in there, too. He's not playing today.
Really?
Yeah, he's out.
We didn't even talk about this, fellas. I don't know what to do. Again, the tough season continues, and that's the one thing I have. Like when I was playing my hammy, I did not have very strong hammies. Jalen Williams out again, and when I was listening,
could you have told that story without relating it to when you played?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I had to throw it in. I mean, we all got hammies.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm just saying it's a common issue. That can hurt you. You can talk about your hammy issues.
I only pulled my hamstring once. I was playing softball. I was 30-something.
See?
And I think I let off the inning with a hit, and then we come around, we rally, we win the game. But I remember running home, it popped.
Oh.
And it's like, I've never had that before. It's like, I can't walk.
Yeah.
So I had to play
crazy.
first base the bottom half of the inning because I couldn't move.
Man.
Really?
Yeah.
See? And now everybody knows that little nugget about you. See, it's nice.
Oh, you're right.
It's nice.
That's great.
I didn't even give you the full story. You got off easy.
That's great.
I got a full
I didn't give you the whole story either.
Well, good. Well, hey, we can stop right there.
But the whole story is Jalen Williams has a grade 1 strain week to week.
The first thing I think about is Chris Paul and somebody that, a hamstring can come and go. Everybody has pulled their hammy at least once, or most people have. Some people have these chronic hammy pulls where it's just not nice. And I'm trying to remember when Chris Paul started with the hammy stuff, but I know Jalen Williams is pretty dang young, so they just cashed that man out, and he deserves it. He looked good. He had 19 at the half, and then goes down. It's funny, though, when you hear Shea talk, a season like this, you see them with Jalen Williams, and you think, all right, yeah, let's stop this. They're ridiculous with Jalen Williams. But it's Shea literally said, because, when you have SportsCenter on, it just repeats. So I heard Shea say this a couple times because I was doing stuff. Hey, we not to put this the wrong way, but we almost look at it like a positive because we have other guys that are in a position to, to show up. And I do wonder when Jalen played 20 games this season, Shea probably is thinking, I mean, we might be more cohesive without him at this point, this season specifically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they obviously could use him down the stretch.
Yeah, that's the thing. They might not need him against your boy Dillon Brooks.
When I think of what's the worst call I've ever seen in a basketball game, an NBA game, I'm sure like a lot of Kings fans, I think back to Game 6. I think back to, like Mike Bibby getting called for a foul when Kobe just almost broke his nose. I think of a few years ago, anybody remember this? Dion Waiters is inbounding, side out of bounds, and Manu Ginobili was like out of bounds with him. And they didn't call anything. And I think he actually deflected or disrupted the inbounds pass. He was out of bounds. You're supposed to give 3 feet. Referee always says 3 feet. And he was actually, I believe, out of bounds. But last night, that was up there where Devin Booker got called for a technical foul when he wasn't even aware of what he was called for, when he blindly made a save and it hit your guy, Jalen Williams, in the face. And Caruso says, hey, tee him up. And they did.
Ridiculous.
It didn't have much, if any, of an impact on the game, but it was a horrible call.
Yeah, it's a bad look because that's the thing, Whitey. That game wasn't very competitive, so a lot of us weren't sitting there watching it, watching the whole thing unfold. So when you go on social media and that's the number one thing you see, that's all you're going to really talk about. Right? Because I turned it on towards the end, and it's so funny, and bless the announcers. They're trying to make it sound like it's a close game, and then you look down, all right, Suns are down 11 with 3 minutes. This is not – it could happen against a different team, but it's not going to happen against the Thunder. So the game wasn't very competitive, and a lot of people just checked out. Then you go on social media, and you see – all the referee stuff and all that stuff. I saw any Dillon Brooks or Devin Booker on X specifically, Whitey, all viral. All viral. That's all people were talking about. So people don't necessarily know that it didn't make that big of a difference.
Yeah.
They didn't watch because it wasn't a competitive game.
Well, I've read, and I don't think the NBA has ever actually admitted this, but Mike Florio might have made the point. I'd never considered it, and it made sense. The NFL, when there's bad calls, like really bad calls, they don't mind because people are watching it and people talk about it the next day. For the NFL, it's like as long as they're talking about it, they don't have to worry. People aren't going to go, well, I'm not watching football anymore. They know that we almost can't help it. We're going to watch football.
Yeah.
So bad calls, it's just something else to talk about. But in the NBA, I think the NBA's integrity is a little more fragile. So I wonder if something like this, is it like, hey, that's a play on? People rant and rave about it, but they don't care. Or if it actually does do any harm to the very fragile credibility and integrity, if you will, of the NBA.
I'm just kind of stuck what Jay said about an hour ago, discussing not watching the games. And I don't know if it's the watchability or it's kind of connected. The flopping continues because the refs continue to reward it. So that's what I want to see, Whitey. If these numbers start and still, I can try to push this hate watch thing all you want. It's Oklahoma City. It's not the Lakers. It's not the Knicks. It's not the Celtics. It's Oklahoma City Thunder. And even if they are the defending champ, if the viewing numbers do start to decline outside of social, because we know that's their bag, that's when I'll say, yeah, this seems to be a problem. So I'm going to take something out of your book and just say I'm going to wait and see on it if people actually aren't watching because of the brand of basketball.
Yeah, I'm not sure we'll ever really know based on the numbers because the NBA, like all the major sports leagues now, every time they come out with numbers, it's like, it's 87% better than a year ago.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that because they measure them differently? Yeah.
Right.
We have more people watching. Well, isn't that because you have more games on?
Yeah.
So it's just hard to know what's going on.
Right.
Really.
They just combine everything and say, yeah, we're up from 1990. Well, okay. All right. It's just, the NFL, they all do it.
I know.
I know. Why wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm. Some of them I like basketball. I like football. I like baseball. I want to believe, that's great. People are watching. I'm not sure if the numbers are really that accurate.
Yeah. I feel like the finals, though, playoffs and the finals, and Prime will say, we're up 1,000%. Well, you didn't have them.
Right.
You didn't have them last season. But I do feel like once you get to the finals, that's where it's fairly fudge-proof. You can't really – honestly, I would say the conference finals and the finals, that's pretty fudge-proof because you don't have all these – well, this was on Peacock and somebody hung on and, watched the Bel Air after and it counted for the NBA. No, once you get to the Western Conference Finals and the finals, there's no fudging.
I finally figured out a workaround for a problem I'd been having when watching the games on Prime, and I think it was just kind of my old school thinking. So you have a game, and then you have the second game, right? But on Prime, it's like two different feeds. Yeah. So what I would do, because the games on, they're going to show the second game, which you would do on cable or broadcast television. But I've noticed if you do that, if you're watching the second game, but you started watching the first one, they'll go to a commercial and it's a promo for some Amazon Prime exclusive movie. And it's like a 90-second spot. And then it'll stop and say you have to exit to watch the game. And I go nuts because I was just watching the game. But then I realized, I have to tune in to the separate stream for the second game.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure it out. But I think that's what they do. It's happened to me a couple times where, I'm watching the game, waiting for the game to come on. Then I got this, this is a long promo for this movie that I'm not going to watch. And then it just stops and goes, you'll have to find the stream on your guide.
Yeah, I do wonder if anybody out there who watched the first round of the playoffs or is watching, oh, man, I didn't know about this Prime show. Is anybody watching Prime? Because they tried to time it with The Boys season 5.
Yeah.
And, and some other shows. Anybody watching a show you didn't think you'd be watching because you saw one of those promos during the NBA playoffs?
Maybe, maybe not. But a ton of people who get Prime just to watch the games, maybe on a trial basis, are forgetting to disconnect.
Yeah.
And they're paying for it for a long time.
Well, you said no free promos, but get you one of them apps.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to say which one, but I got one, and it's very good. Tells me,
Is that the Rocket app?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking, man, Alan.
See, if you talk it up, maybe you end up getting the endorsement.
Yeah, Rocket Money, it's great.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, but seriously though, I told Jay that $40, Jay, that I've been saving, that was about 3 months ago. Hey, baby girl, what you want today at BJ's?
Yeah, boy.
You can get a full Pizookie,
Splurge.
not just a personal Pizookie. I can get you a full one because I'm not spending that money no more on LinkedIn Premium.
339-1140. 1-800-920-1140. TC joining us on Sactown Sports.
Check.
TC, happy draft day. What's going on?
Hey, happy draft day, man. Mike Check, Whitey, Allen, what's up?
What's up, TC?
Hey, man, I'm just vibing. So, listen, maybe I'm jaded, maybe I'm not. I told y'all from the jump, I'm a different Niner fan, bro. I can care less about this draft, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm honest, man. I really don't care about this draft. They ain't finna take no offensive tackle with that 27 pick. Player available, which ain't nothing wrong with that. Me up if we make a draft trade for Myles Garrett. Then that's when I'll be excited. I'm not gonna get on here and hear everybody talk about Kyle Shanahan's the best coach and we have 10 Super Bowls. I don't want to hear all that, bro. We ain't even got one with these guys. But I don't really care about it, bro. I'm more excited about May 10th, if you really ask me.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, check it out. I came in today to talk about a little bit about what Matt George was talking about earlier when y'all was talking about Fox yesterday, and he got on and went on his rant with him and Tatum, right? Not fusing y'all against each other, but I seen both sides. I say Fox had his wrongs too, right? People like me, I moved on past Fox. I moved on past Fox when he was traded. I said, man, it was done. It's over with. He wanted out. Let's move on. I was one of the first guys to say that. But also, he did his wrongs too. All them shots missing and all that y'all talking about, he was doing that in Sacramento. Him wanting to be a laid-back cat, that's what y'all was talking about. We wanted him to be a guy. Like, Wendy's down, you need to be a guy, Fox. You the OG over there. That's what people is talking about. And you still playing this laid-back role, wanting to score 15 points a game and not talk to nobody. That's what people was talking about, bro. So that's where I got with it. So that's what I want to say on the Fox. The John Morant situation, I'm back on that again. I know it's old in his football today, but I'm asking you guys, that's not a crazy situation, man, if he ends up coming here, right? And we end up busting a move. At this point, it don't really matter who we bring in. I can see if we brought in an A-Cuff or a guy like that, then it'd be like, you know what, we don't need him. But anybody, any other draft pick, Morant can fit in with that, and we can build off of that. Making the play-in next year, like I told you guys before, I'm always saying it because it's the truth to me. That's building on success. That's not a hybrid rebuild. That's not any of that. That's just, we got some guys in here that's listening to Doug, taking good coaching, and the guys that we drafted last year, they developed enough for us to make a 10 seed. That's not speeding up the process. That's not nothing. And I just don't get why everybody is like what Perry said. It's taken 5 years, and everybody's really believing that and running with that like, next year's a wash anyway. We're going to tank, and we're going to get a number 1 pick for the next 3 seasons. And then after that, we're going to have a team put together to where we can win a ring. Man, stop it.
Gotcha,
Focus
TC.
on next year, bro.
Gotcha.
Making the play-in. That's all I love y'all, bro. That's all I got.
Thank
That's
you,
all.
TC. Yeah. It's hard to say without knowing who they're going to pick. I think it's unlikely they're a 10 seed next year. I love TC. And I would say, I don't like to get in the middle of his thing.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah. So I don't mean to say it after he's gone. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be in the play-in next year. But we really don't even know yet who's going to be on the roster.
Yeah.
I'm also not, me personally, Jaw here doesn't do much for me.
Yeah, I do think that this season in particular kind of changed how people viewed the play-in. And we've talked about the play-in before. You can be on the way up and be in the play-in or on the way down and be in the play-in. I don't really know where the Kings would be headed. I guess it depends on who gets them to the play-in. If it's DeMar and Sabonis, then I don't think you're on the way up because I'm just referring to young talent.
Let me just share this real quick on De'Aaron. Not trying to bury De'Aaron, but it speaks to how they're seeing him now in San Antonio, because this is Air Alamo. And the story is the De'Aaron Fox dilemma is backing the Spurs offense into a corner. And one of the things that I agree with here, they talk about how, he just didn't play very well and he has to play better. Quote, to be clear, no one believes he is actually worth a max contract, but no one doubts his talent either. The whole point of bringing Fox in is for times like this. If he shows up and helps carry the offense in Wembanyama's absence, then he will have lived up to expectations. If he doesn't, and the Spurs come back to San Antonio without a win, that would not only be concerning, but it could cost them in the series. Fair to point out this team also needs Castle and Dylan Harper to step up as well, end quote. I appreciate Matt George's vigorous defense of De'Aaron Fox, but I agree with that. That's he's at a bit of a crossroads right now because they need him. And yeah, it was just one game, but they needed him. And they're going to need him until Wembanyama is back. And that, to me, is why I said I thought the Kings, in a way, dodged a bullet. I don't think De'Aaron Fox is worth a max contract, but they would have had to give him one here. Mm-hmm. Now, it's all in what you do with that money, and so far they really haven't done much with that, so it's hard to see. But I don't know that De'Aaron was ever going to be the guy here that they would have needed him to be. I don't think he would have been.
No, I don't think he would have been either. I'm looking here, Whitey, and it's a little – I know it can be wonky because guys sign at different times and the maxes change. But with that being said – Whitey, with this new contract that De'Aaron Fox signed, he is the 14th highest paid player based on the contract itself. And based on AAV, which is the annual salary, he is number 9.
Mm-hmm. Good for him. Bless him. I just think that has a chance to be not a great contract and the type that would have been really difficult for a team like the Kings.
Yeah. Again, it's not all even. He's making a couple million more than Cade Cunningham. He's making more than Luka. I mean, some big names, man.
Well, you know how it is, though. It's like quarterbacks in the NFL.
I know.
The highest paid players who ever signed most recently.
I know. But, yeah, I mean, Devin Booker is the second highest paid based on AAV. So we get it. It's just, you got to show up.
TC also mentioned the lottery. Do you know when the lottery actually is? What time? Do you want to know?
Well, I know it's on Mother's Day. Is it at 4?
Coverage of the lottery begins at noon, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Man.
So noon.
Hey, Jay, they're trying to mess up Mother's Day brunch?
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
Coverage of the lottery begins at 3 p.m. Eastern or noon, ABC, ESPN app. There will be NBA playoff games later in the day, depending on how the first round of the postseason shakes out.
I might not even watch it live.
Yes, you are.
I don't know, man. I mean, if we're out here brunching, and I know if coverage starts at 12, it probably...
Jalen brunching?
Yeah. It probably starts at 1, is my assumption. Just coverage is at 12. So I don't know. I'm not going to rush.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they stand there forever.
Yeah, Stephen A's got to...
And they're on the set.
Well, I don't know any of these players, but I got to pretend like I do.
And they have to introduce each person representing the different franchises.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I mean, didn't Keon 1 year?
Yeah.
See? Guess it doesn't matter.
Is that why they decided not to keep him? We have a peek at the best bargain picks in the NFL draft round by round over the last decade coming up on Sactown Sports.
Your Toyota's been through a lot with you. Traffic, rain, potholes, you name it. But it keeps showing up mile after mile. So maybe it's time to give a little back. For a limited time at your local Toyota dealer, get 3 new tires and get the 4th for $1. Because a ride that's always there for you deserves to be taken care of. 3 tires, get the 4th for $1? Go on. Treat your Toyota. Deal ends April 30th. Keep your Toyota a Toyota. Restrictions apply. Toyota and Scion vehicles only. See participating Toyota dealers for details.
Contractors, remodelers, you now have a great supplier to assist you with your next project. Nova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento. They are Northern California's best kitchen and bathroom remodeling supply store. Nova has the latest cabinet styles, a great selection of countertops, flooring, bathroom fixtures, and more. Visit their website, InnovaCabinetStone.com. Take advantage of their grand opening special, a $750 in-store credit. Stop by today, Nova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento.
Sacramento. Get ready because the Sactown Sports Live events calendar is packed with can't-miss shows all season long. It all starts April 28th with Benjamin Todd live at Ace of Spades. Then May 9th, big night, big choices. Laugh with Tim Allen at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. Or catch the iconic Seal live at Thunder Valley Casino Resort, happening on the same night. Rock lives on May 16th when Jason Bonham brings his Led Zeppelin evening to Hard Rock Live Sacramento. And don't miss Lenny Kravitz May 22nd at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. June 6th, sing along with Richard Marx also at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Then catch all the summer vibes July 10th with Rascal Flatts at Lake Tahoe Amphitheater at Caesars Republic. August keeps the party going with Kane Brown and Ironstone Amphitheater August 16th. And Ty Myers August 22nd at Lake Tahoe Amphitheater at Caesars Republic. From comedy to rock to country, if it's live, it's here. Check the Sactown Sports Live events calendar and plan your next night out today.
Skeeter here, Field Tech, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District. Hey, it's my favorite week of the year, Mosquito Awareness Week. Yep, the spring and warm weather means the little suckers are starting to breed and bite. Gotcha. So it's time to fight the bite. Once a week, drain standing water from flower pots, bird baths, dog dishes, and at dawn and dusk, start using insect repellent outside and wear long clothes, because these skeeters are out for blood.
The Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you it's time to fight the bite. For more information, go to fightthebite.net.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Spring is here, and warmer days are right around the corner. Before the heat hits, call Brower Mechanical. Right now, when you purchase a new high-efficiency AC system, you can choose a water heater or a whole house fan for just $1. Or get your AC professionally tuned up for just $89. Don't wait until your system breaks down during the heat. Brower Mechanical, where quality meets comfort. 916-352-3113. Residential and commercial HVAC sales and service. License number 1081055.
Download the app and listen to The Drive Guys.
The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
We will get back to the upcoming NFL draft. I know I mentioned the best value selection from every round over the past 10 years. So before we get to that, though, Alan has noticed that some interesting things were going on today in the Giants game. Giants fell to the Dodgers 3-0. But Dalton rushing and Bleep'em Gate, which Alan had a hand in propagating, if you will. Apparently there was some fallout from that today.
Yes, there.
On the field.
Yes, there was. So this is from Katie Wu. She covers the Dodgers for The Athletic. Dave Roberts on if he thought Webb's hit by pitch was intentional. It probably was, and for me, Rushing said what he said. I don't think he meant it to personally, but they see it. Social media catches it.
Mm-hmm.
Webby's an old school guy, and he's protecting his teammate, but it kind of grows Whitey. And Rushing said, I like getting on base. If it was intentional, I'll take it. I'll take what I deserve. He reiterated that he cleared the air with Jung-Hoo Lee, so he admitted he said it. I said it. I didn't necessarily mean like bleep him. I just meant
yeah,
like
I know.
Said,
You could say
I don't care. He ain't on my team. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then once he got on base and he had that slide, Luis Arias on Dalton Rushing's slide, the umpire said it's a double play because he slid into Willie's feet. For me, that's not good. It's not good baseball. It's not clean baseball. I mean, it's dirty. For me, this is baseball.
And that was
Luis Arias.
Okay, Luis Arias. The good thing about that for the Giants is you lose a game. You won the first two, you lose a game. But if you come out of that loss with like, yeah, but did you see what they did? I mean, it creates more positive energy than just like, man, we lost the game. You know?
Yeah, there's some you left with something. Logan Webb was asked about hitting Dalton Rushing, and he said, what thing with Jung-Hoo Lee? That's what he said.
Mhm.
Great actor.
Right.
He's got a show now on Sirius. He's got some things popping for him. He said, what thing? So now I wonder when he does that show, is that where he does a Draymond? I don't know Logan Webb as a personality, but he has a smirk on his face.
Yeah.
So I wonder, does he open up on that show and
No,
say,
you get fined then. You can't admit to that.
well, as much as he can.
Yeah.
He can't say I hit him on purpose.
I remember one time being in the A's clubhouse, Dave Stewart hit a guy on the Indians named Andy Allenson. He was a catcher. He wasn't very good. And I think they either had a fight or he started to come out. And I remember in the clubhouse afterwards, Dave Stewart's the greatest guy. He's one of those tough guys. Like, I don't have to prove anything. I'm a nice guy because I don't have to prove anything. But I was in there and someone asked him about hitting him and he goes, why would I do that? Allenson is an out. I'll never forget that. He was like, he couldn't believe it. Like, why would I hit that guy?
Right.
That guy's an out. And I believe Allenson ended up coming into the clubhouse. I didn't see it, but he apologized because he realized he was wrong.
Right.
Like Dave Stewart wasn't trying to hit me. I'm sorry, Stu.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So that was the Bleep 'em Gate, and we'll see what happens next time the Giants face the Dodgers. Whitey, this one's for you. From Ari Merov. We just saw Roger Goodell was speaking. Was that Mike Greenberg? I think he was talking to. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said on ESPN that Mike Vrabel's situation is not a personal conduct policy violation and is currently being treated as a personal matter.
Okay, fair enough. Real quick, speaking of hit by pitch, FP told me one time, he mentioned this on the radio, I believe. He was with might have been with the Giants, maybe it was the Expos, and somebody on the Reds hit him or threw real close to him. And FP said the next day he went down into their bullpen and asked them, and went to the pitcher. I can't remember the pitcher's name, and I don't want to get it wrong. And he was like, hey, were you throwing at me? And the guy's like, why would I want to throw at you? But it was like the way he told us, I think he did, but
yeah,
that's all you can do. And if the guy says no, I don't. But he confronted him.
How often does that happen, though? That's not happening in the 2020s, I don't think.
I don't think so.
These dudes ain't doing that. Well, social media as well, but I think it's so obvious now, and I just don't know how confrontational. To go over there, I don't see anybody. Well, maybe not no one, but not a lot of people built like FP.
Jay, you ever get pegged by somebody you knew was thrown at you?
No, not off the top of my head. I just took it as
well. Maybe not off the top of
it
your head. Any other part of the body?
No, pretty much the back.
Yeah, just getting drilled in the back.
You ever get drilled, Alan?
Not on purpose.
That you know of.
Yeah, I just wasn't good at getting hit. I would take one for the team, don't get me wrong, but my buddy.
You're a team player.
I mean, my buddies, I got hit one time right in the back. Ah!
You said that?
Alan, they're like, Alan, you look like you got shot.
Yeah, it ain't that bad, bro.
I don't like getting hit.
I'm a roller, too. I roll in on the pitch.
Yeah.
I'm not the jump out the way guy. Yeah, that's not me.
Jump now.
My second year in Little League, they have the T-ball clinic, they called it, and you have live pitching by the end of the year. The next year I was in minors. So I was 9 years old playing with some 12-year-olds, and we're having batting practice at Pennycook in Vallejo, and the manager is pitching, just an adult, and he's just throwing it in there, batting practice, and the sun was setting behind him. So he throws his pitch, and I never saw it. Just never saw it at all. The sun was right behind him, and it hit me right in the face.
Wow.
Yeah. And there was blood everywhere.
You rushed the mound?
I did not.
Couldn't see the mound.
I hit the deck. Yeah.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
Out cold.
I wasn't out cold, but it was yeah.
Then after that?
A few tears were shed.
Oh, yeah. Man, one time it was one of those things where a position coach, this was in, travel ball or something in high school, and we were practicing. Everybody was at third base, and there's a little competition. Don't bobble the ball, come up smooth, make the throw. And I'm talking big mess. Give me that. I'll barehand it. I'll throw my glove to the side, whatever. And I'm looking over to the right where third base, where all the rest of the players were, and wasn't paying attention. And the coach had hit the ball, and by the time I looked up, ground ball, pow, right in my nose. It's like, told me to shut up that quick. You know, so it
Nothing
happens.
hurts like getting hit in the nose.
Yeah, it does. It just it shakes you, it rattles you. Yeah, it's got that feeling, that taste, that everything.
Here we go. These are the best value picks from each round of the NFL draft over the last decade. Round 7 is easy, right, Alan? Who's the best value pick round 7? Who is it? Not even close.
The Brock Star.
That's right. The 262nd pick, round 7, Brock Purdy. Round 6, Quandre Diggs.
Ooh.
Yeah, pretty good pick for the Lions. Round 6 pick, 2015. Round 5.
Brady?
No, because it's just last 10 years.
Oh, last 10 years.
Yeah. Tyreek Hill.
Ooh.
2016, round 5 pick. Round 4, 2019, pick 106. The Raiders select Max Crosby.
Oh, yeah.
Pick.
Round 3, how did this guy last till the 3rd round in 2018? And Jays, 49ers, all too happy to scoop up Fred Warner.
Yeah, another good one.
Round 2, Jalen Hurts, whatever.
Super Bowl MVP.
Are you an Eagles fan or not?
Die-hard Eagles fan.
We're talking about the pigs. Jalen.
Man, just go ahead. Just come out, put the bald eagle on your chest.
Not.
Yeah.
It's over with. You pump faking as a Raider fan.
I'm just saying, I'm not.
MVP.
He was.
He didn't even get that hype over Matt Crosby.
Yeah, Max Crosby, that was a good one.
No, I mean
MVP.
Crosby the Condor.
And round 1, 2018, with the 32nd pick, Lamar Jackson.
Hey, Lamar.
Attaboy. Way to clean it up.
See, I'm doing it for everybody. You know, I was just honestly, you were saying some of the names, and I got caught because the chat, Whitey, this De'Aaron Fox thing.
Oh, yeah?
Now we got YouTubers, the YouTube kind of going back and forth about it. This De'Aaron Fox thing, I hadn't checked the chat in a while, and I look back, and, you know, my boy Drew Downs in there, a couple in the crew, and they going at it about young Foxy. So that's what it was. Condor.
Yeah? What's the how's it
I haven't paid
how do you
attention
measure
too
it, Derek?
closely, but I just know it's about Fox.
Yeah, okay.
So, I mean, it's polarizing, the topic. To me, it's not that polarizing. Not at all. They traded him. Cool. They got back not great value.
It's one of those things where a lot of fans felt that, or whether they felt it or not, they chose to take a side. You know?
Yeah.
Like TC, not to speak for him, but he says, hey, when he was gone, he was gone.
Right.
But, you know, a lot of fans like, no, he was our guy and he wanted to stay here.
Yeah.
And I'm loyal to my team and I'm loyal to the players on the team, even if they're not here anymore, if they wanted to stay here. So,
you know what? And the thing is with rookie, and I just thought about this. With these rookie contracts, it's tough because they don't make that much money anyway. And you see what happened, you know, obviously with the Tyrese trade, so you can still do it. But Whitey, you know the reality of how the Kings maybe could have utilized or got everything out of the De'Aaron Fox Sabonis world. Honestly, coming back that next season, hindsight's 2020, they would have had to given up some first picks and given up Keegan and go get whoever. But that's what you would have had to do. But again, we were one wing away stuff, and I always say John Collins, but enter whoever, DeAndre Hunter, whoever, that wasn't doing anything. They would have had to cook up a package with Keegan, some first, something else, and go get a name. Pick that name. That's honestly what they should have done.
we'll get ready for the draft when we come back. Also, why even people who don't want to talk about Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini now have to talk about Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini. That's coming up, Sactown Sports.
If you're not looking for a brand new car, at Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. We've kept only the best of our trades, and our buyer has found some of the finest pre-owned Hondas available in Northern California. You can see for yourself at elkgrovehonda.com. Whether you purchase a brand new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, your car buying experience will be the same. We have the right Honda at the right price. You'll find us in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Thunder, feel the thunder. It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder.
The the thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
I need a little range, step to the range.
There's a new flavor in town, the Jalapeno Ranch Club at Chick-fil-A. With that juicy Chick-fil-A original spicy or grilled chicken, a buttermilk ranch bun, candied bacon, pepper jack cheese, and jalapeno ranch sauce. It's got big ranch vibes with a little heat. Chick-fil-A's new Jalapeno Ranch Club, available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. Chad, I want to know all about the Declaration of Deals sales event.
There's nothing more American than a Jeep. And with the Declaration of Deals, now is the time to get your hands on a new Jeep Wrangler Willys when you save up to $9,500 off MSRP. This is the most capable and versatile 4x4 Jeep on the road, and it could be yours.
Okay, what else do you have?
Whatever you want. With our Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter, you can find whatever you're looking for. We have over 180 vehicles available and almost 40 under $20,000. Plus, don't discount the award-winning customer service you get with our 5th-generation family dealership.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$9,500 total net savings on select new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Willys after $5,000 factory rebate and $4,500 dealer discounts. Rebates include $2,500 select inventory bonus cash on select inventory. Due with this net savings, sample VIN 173077. See dealer for details.
Sacramento! Now you've got a place for all things dance.
The all-new Energy 100.5 HD2.
Where dance music lives. Dance vibes anytime and any place when you get the free Now 100.5 app.
Or listen at 100.5 HD2.
Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on Sactown Sports 1140.
Even people that don't really want to talk about the Mike Vrabel, Diana Rossini story are having to talk about it today. There are some. It appears there are some strange things going on with it.
Yes.
We're not going to get disrespectful or juvenile with it. Obviously, there's a salacious aspect to it, but it's just strange. One thing that's strange is we had more pictures coming out today.
Yeah, from 2021.
What's going on?
Well, we know what was going on.
But what I mean is, why are more pictures coming out? And another thing is, where did the first pictures come from in the first place? I was reading today, somebody at Sportico, I believe he's an attorney, he was pointing out, look, they probably wouldn't do this because it would just draw more attention to it. But Diana Rossini, Mike Vrabel, they probably could sue that resort because it's really expensive. And one of the reasons it's expensive is because you're secluded. No, it's very private. And they're like, well, hello, we're all over the news everywhere. I think perhaps there's some violation of the rights there somewhere, obviously. And
I'm sure there's something they signed that, hey, we can't protect you from.
I don't know, maybe.
Can I say?
Yeah.
And maybe this is, I don't know how I should say this. And
it's all right. It's very awkward, I know. But
how about this? You're going to sue that resort. The other part of it is, Whitey, I watch a lot of Lifetime movies, okay? Most of the time, these affairs, they about 5 to 6 months to a year. They made it 6 years. So, or allegedly 6 years. So something, if I'm the hotel, I don't think they have any bearing. So they had a system in place for sure. and something went awry with the system.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, 6 years is a long time, Whitey.
Sure. And also, one of the reasons people have to talk about it is because now it's become, in a way, part of the draft, with Mike Vrabel coming out and saying, I'm going to get counseling, so I'll miss the third day of the draft.
So
First 2 days
random.
I'll be there, but I can't be there for the third day. That alone is odd, but then also now it becomes part of the story of the draft because it's unusual for a coach not to be there for some of it.
Yeah. I think this has actually gone into the direction of, I mean, people were joking that Diana Rossini would get hired by Barstool in a second, but I mean, the way this thing is accelerated, her career is probably cooked, right?
I have no idea. I don't know. I could see how that could happen. I could see how it could go any number of ways. That's one of the things that's, if you look at it clinically, obviously there's a lot of people here that are hurt, which is terrible, but just trying to see, well, how is this going to change media? I think there's things like that, it could, we could be crossing into new territory.
Yeah.
Where someone like that before is like, oh, you're done. And now it's like, who knows? Maybe you'll have many job offers. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say it might not be, she might have to change her job. She might not be an NFL reporter, journalist anymore, but she can still do something because she's got a name. And there are people that will want to use this story for the betterment of themselves and their platforms to get the eyeballs on it. So she's definitely not done making money in media. I think I mean specifically as an NFL journalist / reporter. She'll be able to do something, but I don't know if she can be in, I don't know if she was in locker rooms anyway, but yeah, the NFL space specifically, that's what I think she might be done.
Don't you think it's unusual that here when you would think, all right, just you want this thing to die down, and Mike Vrabel, in fact, Diana Rossini at one point in something she posted, she said, I don't want to breathe more life into this story. But that's what Mike Vrabel keeps doing. And I think it was David Sampson or someone was saying, that's a tactic when you realize you have no handle on something and it's totally out of your control. You try to just hit it head on.
Yeah. But how many times has he come out with something? He said he was going to, better himself and go to therapy, right? And then it came out that he was only going to be at the at the first 2 days of the draft. But he's not like tweeting and doing and saying a bunch of stuff.
No, but he addressed the media Thursday after the New York Post and TMZ both published new series of photos showing him
when they were at the bar.
Yeah.
No, you're joking. I'm not canoodling with anyone. Remember when you said that last week?
Yeah, because you accused me of canoodling with Matt George.
That's canoodling.
I guess
alleged canoodling.
I guess so.
That is.
Jay, can we agree there's something weird about the whole thing? In addition to, look, we understand, sordid, that's unfortunate, but there seems to be another element to it to me that's like, there's something more to this. It's a little odd.
Well, I think that you're onto it. Allegedly, there's more to the story, and people have kind of balked and threatened that. Like, there's some things back, that we could say or let go.
But we don't know, but it seems like they're being implied.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
which would be even more ruinous to many, many lives.
Yeah, I hesitate a little bit, fellas, in the form of I'm not a big personal, family. Or
I respect
about
that.
your lifestyle and things like that.
This has become a little. I think it's crossed over now.
In what form?
Well, you've got issues of sports journalism. We all follow sports journalism and sports reporting. What's right, what's out of bounds. You've got a coach of a team involved now. You've got potential misuse of information that could actually impact decisions that teams are making. We don't know if any of that has happened, but all of it now is like things that somebody has to look at. I believe, Alan, I think you saw it. The commissioner just came out today and said, this is all, as far as the league is concerned, it's personal. It's matters of personal conduct, and it's not.
Yeah.
Alan is grinning for some reason.
No, Mike Vrabel just spoke again. That's why.
Oh, he spoke again. Okay. Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah, it was about. It looked like it was about 2 minutes. Quote.
Right, let me find it.
Okay. Yeah. Just in the meantime,
I totally understand what you're saying, Jay.
I understand that there are questions. I take accountability for my actions. my previous actions don't meet the standard that I hold myself to. My family needs me this weekend, and that's where I'll be.
Mm-hmm.
So is that is he admitting something?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like to me.
I guess my question is this. Why do you paint a great picture in the form of professional behavior out of pocket?
Mm-hmm.
As a journalist, and I'm not picking sides, choosing, pointing fingers. I'm not doing that.
We don't know enough about what
Who
happened.
knows,
really.
right?
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
is alleged up to this point. But that statement to me kind of coincides with what you're talking about. It supports what you're saying is something is weird because and I guess it's because we don't have the full story.
Right.
Like this thing is being prolonged, and then you have the head coach of the New England Patriots come out and say, my behavior is out of pocket. Well, why is your behavior out of pocket?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think there is definitely something more to the story. A lot of what I think is to the story has to do with personal business, personal conduct. But if we're just talking about on the professional level, then yeah, Diana Rossini, who's already resigned, I think has already nipped that in the bud when it comes to her lane professionally.
She lost a job.
I know,
He's
professionally.
not losing a job. Yeah. Yeah.
So now it's what is Mike Vrabel, I guess, what's his resolution professionally?
Mm-hmm.
Personal conduct, that's to each day on. That's on them.
Yeah, I agree. It almost seems like things are coming out. The principals are acknowledging them to some degree. And you think, all right, well, that's awful for a lot of people, but here we are. And then it seems like there's somebody else driving the narrative with like, here's a little more because that's not what's really going on. I have no idea, but that's what it almost seems like.
Everybody's driving it because it's money to be made. It's clicks to be had. Anyone that can put their fingertips on it probably is driving it.
But how did new photos come? I agree with you. That's a big part of it. I know. But then all of a sudden, someone has more photos of them?
I mean, they had them already.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going back to years past.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful. Whitey, somebody might have a picture of you in 73. You never know. That's just part of
With
the game.
my tube socks pulled up?
Absolutely, baby. Would you say Penny Field?
Oh, yeah, Penny Cook.
Penny Cook,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Vallejo Vikings.
Uh-huh.
Be careful. Just never know. We're living in those times.
That's true.
Truly.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the way for me, is this. You have to conduct yourself professional at all points and times when you're in a professional setting. We all get caught lacking sometime. We all fall, guilty to not being perfect because we are imperfect. We're humans. So unfortunately, whatever is going on, allegedly what's going on, is affecting them professionally.
Some people,
Where we at?
Some people are critical of Mike Vrabel for initially coming out saying, this is laughable. This is laughable. It proves nothing. Then a few days later, I'd like to acknowledge that I need to be more professional. It's like, well, yeah, you're not even being that accountable now. So I don't know. I just feel like it's just odd.
Yeah. And literally because Whitey, you showed me something earlier today, literally as Mike Vrabel had his presser, Diana Rossini, she lasted a lot longer than I thought she would. She finally deactivated her Twitter account.
Oh.
Yeah. And she lasted longer than I thought.
That was probably in some ways her lifeblood professionally.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm sure that was not something she took lightly. Okay, when we come back, enough of that. Thank you, guys. It's like it's there. It's got to be addressed.
No,
we try to sort it out.
Yeah, there are a couple other things I think we need to get into as far as that's concerned.
Oh, really?
I'm just
You want to get into the De'Aaron Fox controversy?
Nah, I'm just, there's always something. And
yeah.
I love D-Train.
And the NFL draft is getting underway. A big day for Raider fans.
Come on!
Beginning in moments here. Drive Guys on Sactown Sports.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Contractors, remodelers, you now have a great supplier to assist you with your next project. Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento. They are Northern California's best kitchen and bathroom remodeling supply store. Anova has the latest cabinet styles, a great selection of countertops, flooring, bathroom fixtures, and more. Visit their website, InovaCabinetStone.com. Take advantage of their grand opening special, a $750 in-store credit. Stop by today, Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento.
With Popeye's new $6 faves menu, you can get this 3-piece chicken, this 3-piece tenders, this chicken sandwich, or these 2 regular sides for just $6 a piece. I know you can't see what I see, but trust me, those bold Louisiana flavors look so good, you might just have to get them all. Now there's an idea.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants. Price may vary. Terms apply.
Are you bringing 4 or more to the ballpark? The Sacramento River Cats Family Fun Pack makes it easy. Get 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 4 tickets, and 4 River Cats items bundled together for unbeatable value. Grab your Family Fun Pack today at rivercats.com.
Hey there, Mark and Tom, the travel and entertainment guys, brought to you by Sports Leisure Vacations. Time for our weekly travel tip, and with it, here's Mark Hoffman.
Fuel surcharges are the current fad. They're popping up everywhere due to the Iran situation, but are they legal? Is it okay to add a surcharge to a ticket after it's already been purchased? We took a close look at the airline's contract of carriage, which is basically their contract with you. When you buy a ticket, you agree to the contract of carriage. In those contracts is wording that gives the airlines that right to raise fare and to add surcharges. It appears those surcharges can be added retroactively, but fortunately most carriers prefer just to raise prices. The Iran situation is being absorbed by modest fare increases and a hike in baggage fees. So yes, they can raise prices and add surcharges. My wisdom, if you're considering buying a ticket and traveling sometime in the next few months, you might do your airfare homework now.
More tips to make you a smarter traveler. Saturdays at 11 a.m. right here on Sactown Sports 1140.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Live and local, it's The Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
Alan, we all know that your team, the Raiders, have been wandering in the darkness only for about 59 more seconds. And then we'll be back in the sunlight. The glory days will return. The autumn wind will blow again.
Good for
the
football.
autumn wind is a Raider.
Yep. Good for football. Mm-hmm. Everybody needed this. Woo-hoo! Raider Nation, the time is ours.
How much other work does your team have to do in this draft, though?
Well, I mean, the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
I still think they need to get a receiver. I like Trey Tucker, but he's kind of like, me at the Turkey Bowl, like more of a gadget guy. So I think you need
a Turkey Bowl.
I think
How can you be a gadget guy in a Turkey Bowl?
There's other things I can get after.
It's a Turkey Bowl. There's no
go route.
I got to report as an eligible receiver.
Yeah.
That's not part of the Turkey Bowl.
Go route. I also can catch it out of the backfield. Not really in the Turkey Bowl, but I can. Punt returner, kickoff returner. So gadget guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think they need a receiver. I don't know if they take one in the second round. And you do have to get better, that offensive line, Whitey. The defensive line, I think, is pretty solid. But that offensive line, it's always secondary help with the Raiders. They've been trying to get that secondary right literally since they were in the Super Bowl and I was 12 years old. So always somebody in that category. And, yeah, I mean, there's still a good amount of work to be done. I just named like 4 different areas of the football field.
Real quick, just to put a bow on the Vrabel thing, because this is what the commissioner said today. During a pre-draft interview, he said the Mike Vrabel situation did not fall under the league's personal conduct policy, that it was a team matter. So this is it's for the team to figure out. So that's the NFL washing their hands of it. Okay, especially on this very special night. Fernando Mendoza in Coral Gables, Florida. not even having enough respect for the Shield to show up, Jay.
Did they make their own podium?
Somebody did.
I think that he has his. Well, we're going to see. I'm pretty sure
you on ESPN or NFL Network?
We're on
ESPN.
ESPN. It looked like he had a white podium that he was. I don't know if he's going to stand up.
He's a good partner. Like you said, I want to be a good partner, so the league probably.
Yeah, they hooked him up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got some terrible towels. TJ Watt, Goodell. Oh, yeah. I'm getting chills. Feel like Spider-Man, baby. I'm getting chills. My Spidey sense, my Raider senses are tingling.
The NFL draft reminds me of one of those holidays where everyone celebrates, but no one really knows what the holiday
Oh, that's
means.
my favorite part.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. No, it doesn't matter who you pick, unless you were looking for a quarterback and your team takes a different one.
Yeah.
But if you're picking like 10 through 20 and you're not taking a quarterback, whoever it is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see video of people that are clearly have been tanked for quite some time.
It's great.
And they know that the name of their team's player is going to be announced, and they don't know who it is, but they're,
Right. Do you think they always, because obviously,
that's a big crowd.
They got the terrible towels. Do you think this is how the NFL says, hey, you guys are never going to get Super Bowls, but we'll try to keep the draft always in kind of a blue collar, the weather might not be great. We'll try to keep the drafts there. I know they did Vegas, but hey, it's Vegas and then a bunch of like cities in the middle of America.
I don't know the answer, but that's a great question. I've never thought of that. We have some idea why Super Bowl cities are chosen. How are draft cities chosen? Do you have any insight on that, Jay? I can look it up.
I don't.
I don't have the slightest idea.
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Kind of feels like
you're saying it's like
we'll give you guys this.
We'll throw you a bone.
Yes. We'll give you
Where's
guys
it been? Nashville, Vegas, Pittsburgh. Was that Green Bay?
Yep.
It was Green Bay, right? Not too long ago.
Like, hey, we got to do Vegas every 5 years, but besides that, we got y'all.
What is your level of enthusiasm over this draft, Jay? I believe you're on record as saying it is virtually nil as a 49er fan.
I don't really. To me, this draft lacks star power. The names aren't there, and maybe a lot of times the names are quarterbacks, right? But even the running backs, the big college stars, they're not there this year. It just
do you think NIL has anything to do with that?
Of course,
or is it just,
absolutely, man. They collecting checks in college. No need to get them and get smacked by a 35-year-old linebacker. I can get hit by a 19-year-old young fella.
Key factors considered. The NFL evaluates several factors when choosing a host city for the draft. And by the way, they solicit bids. Venue size and infrastructure, economic impact and return on investment, fan engagement, and accessibility. Cities interested in hosting the draft must submit a formal bid each year. These bids outline logistical plans, venue details, fan engagement strategies, projected economic benefits for the city, and the league reviews the proposals to ensure the city can accommodate the large-scale multi-day event. Once bids are submitted, the owners vote to select the host cities.
Yeah.
To me, that's stupid. I'm going to tell you why. Because every NFL city could host a draft.
Yes.
I guess if we're talking Nashville's. If we're talking Vegas, if we're talking Sacramento, if we're talking non-NFL cities, then yeah, I would have that. Those things would be in the bylaws. But every NFL city could house.
It's kind of a
crowd.
Well, not really a shakedown because no one has to bid, but it's a matter of you want it, you want the draft,
right?
Yeah. How much is it worth you?
Well, I think with these big, again, Vegas is Vegas, but I don't know if it looks like this if it's in Miami. Or hey, it's Miami. We got other stuff to do. LA is a weird one. I don't know if it looks like this if it's in Santa Clara. First of all, I don't know where they would do it, but
they'd do it in San Francisco, like all the other stuff.
But I think that some of these cities are so juiced up because the NFL is going to them when they typically don't. Those turnouts, I just don't know if it would look this crazy in SF, Jay. Maybe I'm tripping.
No, I'm with you. I hear where you're going. I'm just saying for the things that Whitey laid out, to me, all NFL cities can pretty much prove and do that because they're already housing 60,000 people for the most part anyway.
They used to have it every year in New York City, 1965 through 2014. Then they decided, let's get out on the road. So they went from 2015 on Chicago, Philly, Arlington, Nashville. Then you had the virtual draft with COVID. Then it was Cleveland, Vegas, Kansas City, Detroit, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh next year, Washington, D.C.
Forgot about Cleveland.
Raiders are on the clock.
I'm with you, man. I think if you put it in Miami, probably doesn't have the buzz.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if San Francisco would. Would you put it in Santa Clara? If you put it in San Francisco, it's too. I don't think there's
congested,
room, and it'd be it'd be blah blah.
Yeah. Everything was so blah. There'd be no after parties.
Uh-huh.
But it all looks so blah.
No after
Blah,
party.
blah, blah,
You Irvin
blah,
now?
blah.
No after parties. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Rarely have I seen you this excited about anything, Alan. How are you so excited? You know it's going to happen.
It's just time, man.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I have, it's been painful watching the Raiders. Here they are. America's family. Right here, baby.
We know he's the pick. Are we going to wait the 8 minutes? Of course we are, because it's the NFL.
Oh, yeah, you're
And they got
right.
it, like, come on, NFL.
Yeah, they don't even have to. They'll get to the 5-minute mark.
And thankfully, remember, fellas, this is the first year they're drawing it back to 8 minutes from 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I got to tell
20
you,
years or
most
whatever.
times when you see a family of a guy that's about to get drafted, they're excited.
Oh,
you know?
don't do
No,
this.
they are. They're
Don't
excited.
do
They're
this,
having a party.
Whitey.
These people look like they are at a funeral.
It's all business. It's all business.
Couple of them look like they should be the ones in the casket. I'm sorry.
No, stop it.
Okay,
Whitey.
Look at them. They're just like, ah.
Whitey, come
I'm
on
not
now. My buddy said with the first pick, the Raiders select Diego Pavia. Come on, Whitey. Let us have this day.
Honestly, they look.
Don't worry.
He looks
No.
nervous, and then there's people around
Don't
him that
worry.
look like,
Don't worry. Your Niners will be everybody's hypothetical Super Bowl winner this upcoming season, just like every bleeping year. So let me have this day. Yeah, cook it up. Yeah, thank you, Jay. Cook it up, Fernando. Cook that. Oh,
now
he's
they're
about
showing
to
his
spin.
highlights.
Oh, spin
Because
that.
there's 5.5 minutes left until they actually
that.
pick them.
Spin that thing, Nando. I don't want to hear. I let y'all talk your Niners, and I don't give you any grief.
This is your moment.
I don't give you
yes,
any
you
grief.
do.
No, I don't give you any grief
Man,
about
you just
the
gave some
Niners.
grief now.
MVP.
No, I don't give you any grief about the hypothetical champs, the hypothetical Super. Well, if Kittle didn't get hurt and Greenlaw didn't get hurt and Shanahan knew the rules, we would have all these Super Bowls. We walk around, we can't even walk anywhere.
No grief. You don't give us any
Holding
grief.
all the Super Bowls in our hands.
No grief.
This is my day. This is our day. The nation's day.
Did you ever consider abandoning the Raiders like they abandoned you? Your thoughts?
They didn't abandon me.
They left you.
Not the players.
Shivering in the cold.
The players.
Did you
didn't have
ever
anything to
consider
do with
abandoning
this.
the Raiders like they abandoned
I
you?
did.
In the shadows.
And then I looked, I looked in San Francisco for a team. I'm like, oh, let me see where the San Francisco 49ers are. And I looked and they weren't there either.
They weren't?
They had to go all the way to Santa Clara.
Right.
In a different zip code. So I thought, man, I might
Man,
as
you
well
don't
go
live
to
it. You didn't grow up in
different
Oakland.
Man, I may as well go to
You
Vegas.
didn't grow up in Oakland.
I'm 925.
You
I'm
right
East
down the
Bay.
street from Santa Clara,
No,
man.
I'm
You in the
looking at-
middle.
I'm closer to Oakland. Santa
You
Clara.
in the middle,
I
man.
gotta
You
get on
680.
BART.
You Dublin, you Danville
I gotta get
action.
on BART. I gotta get on Caltrain.
San Ramon, man.
Who else I gotta get on? I gotta get on Amtrak.
Oh my goodness! 4 people at Fernando's party actually smiled at one time.
This is business, Whitey. When you work your whole life for something and you know what it is, this is an expectation. Because the work starts now, Nando. The work starts now, and the black and silver gonna be spinning it. Come on, Booger. Tell them what it is, Booger.
You know Amy Trask, right?
Mm-hmm.
Amy Trask said, "Oh, the pick is in, by the way.
Let's go.
I want to give you your moment.
Let's
I want
go.
to step on your moment. What are you anticipating here, Alan? What do the Raiders do here with the first pick, Alan?
Diego Pavia.
I will say this. Can you answer this, Raider fan? Mendoza came out of nowhere this year.
He was nice at Cal. He just
I
wasn't
mean,
nice
wasn't
like-
nobody talking about him.
A lot of these guys come
Wasn't
out of nowhere,
nobody
Jay.
talking about him, Alan. Stop it.
Jay.
This dude was an afterthought.
Louis Riddick is comparing him to Drew Bledsoe.
It's just that, no, that's just his.
Solid quarterback.
Yeah,
That's
good
just
guy.
his size. Oh, deep ball accuracy. Spin that, Nando. Spin that.
Ooh, boy, y'all pinning your hopes and dreams
Look, miserable 49ers fan just sent a paragraph that I will not be reading. It just ends with Mendoza. I'm going to laugh if Mendoza sucks, so don't get too happy. Well, you can laugh when that happens, miserable 49ers fan. Why don't you tell me about all the Super Bowls that you should have won? Why don't you tell me about Jaquaski Tart? Why don't you tell me about that?
But you don't give 49er fans any grief, do
I'm
you?
not starting it. I'm trying to have look at the black and silver. Look how beautiful. Jay, you ever seen how sleek that looks, Jay?
Mm-hmm. On a couch.
Look at that. Look at Nando ready to go.
On a bed, on some bedspreads. On a funeral day. Yeah.
The silk, Jay. Hey, Jay, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Fernando.
The pick is in.
Yeah,
We're probably not allowed to get this actual announcement, are we, Jay?
No, not
because
anymore.
we don't have the broadcast rights to any of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Nando. Come on to Vegas. We're going to be out there, Jay. Always bet on black. That's what it is.
We're the first pick, the 2020.
I just want to see if he has a podium.
Las Vegas Raiders, like Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah!
Congratulations.
I got chills, baby.
Uh-huh.
We did it.
Now everybody's smiling.
He's got the pastor suit on.
He's next to his
no
mom.
Style.
His mom on one side, his brother on the other.
Like an usher.
Now they're happy.
Oh, yeah.
They're definitely
Look at that
happy.
hat.
Yeah.
They got a casino on the inside of the hat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The little guy on the left.
It's time. Berkeley's finest. Shout out Berkeley,
Nando
baby.
left him hanging. The kid was like, hey, way to go.
Jay, shout out Cal, baby.
Everybody look like they go to an insurance meeting in the house.
Hey, I'm about that paper. I want a bunch of accountants. This
You
is what
ain't
I
lying.
like. I need a bunch of accountants around me. Here's the party now. Oh, yeah, so he was inside with his family. Now he's going to go kick it with the rest of his crew. So he's probably doing a speech. Obviously, they're not going to air that because they're going to keep going.
Look,
so he
I'm
got
no
his
spring
own
chicken.
get-up.
Are all his friends like 74 years old or something?
Well, Coral Gables, Florida. There's a lot of retired people out there. Where are they taking us? Is this Vegas?
They all high-fiving each
it's
other
high
like they didn't
school.
know Mendoza.
Oh,
was-
yeah.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be me at BJ's.
Next, they're going to go to all of Rory McIlroy's young fans in Northern Ireland.
Everybody in the Mendoza household looked like they had pimento sandwiches.
Hey, just make sure you got a bunch of Werthers. Make sure you got all the Werthers.
What I was going to say is Amy Trask, who was with the Raiders for many, many years, she said, and it was already, the ship had sailed. She said the only way the Raiders could have stayed reasonably in the Bay Area was if they would have moved in to Levi's when it was built. She said they had a chance to do that. They would have been co-tenants. She said that was the only real chance. She said they were not going to get a new stadium
And still be
in
called
Oakland.
the Oakland Raiders?
I assume so. Yeah.
You know, I just thought about this, not to
Uh-huh.
completely flip, but that Nashville thing with Adam Silver, what if they moved to Nashville and still called themselves the Memphis Grizzlies? That no good? That no good?
That's one I don't think you could do.
Okay. I just wanted to check.
You know, if you move to a neighboring smaller city, you can still keep your like Detroit. But yeah, I don't
I'll just
think
double
you could
check it.
move from one city to another.
I'll just check
Yeah.
it. But it ain't about that. Look at all the Fernando big heads. Oh my
The
goodness.
Fernando Maniacs.
Yeah, man. We did it, Jay. We did it.
Congratulations.
When's the
family.
next time we play the red and gold? When's the
This
next
year,
time
brother.
we play?
What you mean? It's this year, fella.
I'm there. Is it in Levi?
Yes.
Oh, we broadcasting live. We got to get on a plane to get to Levi. But if we can get Jet Suite X,
You're right.
We got more money than the
not
Blazers.
It's not as close as Vegas. You're
No.
right.
We might as well keep going. That'd be better. Oh, we gotta go, guys. Oh, we got. I gotta.
Look
be
at
with
the
my
Jets
people.
war room. Everybody's got their own computer.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, we living in different times, aren't we?
Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
man.
Yes, we are. And it's a good thing we are, too, you know?
Yeah.
We like to say, oh, the good
Yeah.
old days. But no, these are the better days.
Oh, Steven getting on me like our guy. I keep saying black and silver. You're right, Steven. It's silver and black. I know. I'm just
Man,
excited.
you can't even get your own team color
I
right.
say what I want. Today I do.
Might be blue suit.
Hey,
That's what Mendoza was wearing.
They got to earn the silver and black. I'll say it wrong until they get a winning record. How about that? That's what it is, Whitey.
Mm-hmm.
It's time, man. I can't wait to play the Niners. I can't wait.
Somebody's explaining why Mendoza didn't go, and I know it's because of his mom. And
right, we
appreciate all
know
that.
Whitey's just being Whitey.
Yeah,
and he's not letting anybody have his moment. You know what I mean? He's not letting.
Shout out to my man Whitey.
He's not letting anybody have his moment. When they want to talk Niners, I sit here, clear eyes, full heart, open ears.
By the way, Steven is a 49er fan.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even he doesn't like to hear you say the black and silver.
Sometimes, look, I get excited, man.
Yeah.
You know, when you've been a Raider fan for so long, you forget what it is because you forget what winning is.
Yeah.
But now it's a commitment to excellence. Now that's returned. You know, I used to work for the Raiders back in the day, long time ago. You want this? So, you know, I get out of school.
Yeah.
I want to get into sports. I told you guys I thought I was going to be an athletic director. I wanted to get into sports in some capacity, right?
Sure.
And long story short, I signed up for this like community whatever for the Oakland Raiders. Tell me why they had me out here basically setting up the bouncy houses at the Coliseum.
Man, you got to work your way up, bro.
They had me setting up.
They obviously never saw you play in the Turkey Bowl.
They had me setting up these bouncy houses and, hey, make sure not too many kids get in. I'm thinking, I work for the Raiders. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, Alan, you know, this is a community role.
Yeah.
This is a community role.
If you'd done your job better, they wouldn't have moved.
Sometimes, you know, you got to work and hand out things. I saw my boy Maurice Jones-Drew. But other times, hey, Alan, you got to set up the bouncy house today.
Mm-hmm. David Bailey, edge rusher, Texas Tech, has been selected with the second pick of the NFL draft by the Jets. You're applauding that, too.
Man, that boy got a motor. Gino, have fun, Gino.
God, yeah, at least he got a little bit of something to the suit and everything.
Oh, yeah,
Looked like
no,
he's
nice.
going to the prime.
Gino.
At least he's there.
Yeah.
Okay, at least, let's see if he gives the commissioner a hug.
Yeah, he's going to get the first one. Whitey, you got to look that up, the last number one pick who was not there. Because I'm sure it's happened, right? You would think. But come on, man.
I'll look it up, but you'll have to talk while I'm doing it.
No, I'm sorry. More Vrabel stuff came up.
He's mesmerized.
I am. But somebody did ask him how the story went from, quote, laughable to where it is today. And then he just went into why would they even take questions?
Right. I was thinking that.
Why would they even take questions?
It's a terrible PR campaign by the Patriots.
Bill wouldn't have let none of this happen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Bill actually.
Shut this down. Bill
got his own
stuff. Yeah, that's low-hanging fruit.
What's up with these?
That low-hanging fruit.
What's up with these?
Patriot coaches. Them boys are sharp.
Thank goodness the owner's never been involved in
anything.
I
mean, what is going on? What is popping out there? See,
hey, see what Super Bowls that get you?
Yeah. Tom said, I'm up out of here. I'm up out of here. Okay, so.
Thank goodness the owner. Man, I forgot. That's my fault.
So what? The Cardinals are on the clock. Are they're just hanging out with, they didn't take Garoppolo. Who is their quarterback?
Jacoby, right?
Yeah, Brissett.
Well, I know he would. Okay,
but he's still in contract. He's like, I'm not reporting because he wants more than the $9 million he's getting.
And there's no what are they? Could they take?
Not here.
Ty Simpson?
Not here. Not a 3.
No, come on. Man.
I mean,
That's
they
way
might.
too high.
I know Matt Mayoko has suggested.
He had better tape than Fernando.
Well, he's not going to go third. Mayoko suggested maybe the 49ers at 27 say, you know, if Simpson's still there, hey, Arizona, yeah, you can have this pick. You give us a little something on the back end. So that's if he lasts that long. But he ain't going to go third.
Okay. All right, well, hey.
There was kind of a fake debate about which quarterback was going to go first for a while, wasn't there? It didn't last long.
It did not last long. And, you know, it's funny seeing all these guys decide to go back to school in basketball, but none of them have been top 5 picks. I do wonder what did Dante Moore just really like school and want to go back? What was the thought process there? Because you got to figure Arizona probably takes him at 3, right? There's a chance he doesn't go 1 again, so maybe he just really likes Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Or that $7 million he's getting.
Yeah. You're not lying. But I just don't think he's going to go much higher. I don't know. We got to look at the QB class again. There's a chance, but he's
He'll
gonna
be right up there.
He's gonna battle again.
he'll be
It's
right
you know what I mean. It's not a shoe-in.
Alan, in recent years, a handful of top overall selections have opted out of attending the NFL draft in person. You got Fernando this year, 2022, Trayvon Walker.
Oh, see, that's not good.
2021, Trevor Lawrence.
I'm good with, okay.
2018, Baker Mayfield. 2017, Myles Garrett. So.
Oh, yeah. So this happens pretty often.
A pretty short list there.
And all fairly recent, too.
Yeah, well, those are the most recent. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But obviously, all kidding aside, Fernando's got a really good reason. Even Peyton Manning couldn't convince him to show up for the draft.
I wonder, did they ask Peyton? Did they ask anybody to convince all these guys, I wonder, that you just named?
Oh, I don't know. It's a good question.
Or were they thinking, man, Fernando, your aura, your brand.
So far, I've seen your quarterback compared to, we had on this show, Dak. And then Louis Riddick says Drew Bledsoe, and then
that was just a body type.
Trevor Lawrence. So,
hey, Trevor, look, all that is better than Derek Carr. No disrespect. So we're moving in the right direction. Okay, and he got Brock Bowers. I mean, it's just we got a dog squad. We squad up. We be in Santa Clara.
Is the Crosby deal, the fact that it fell through, is that going to work in your favor?
Oh yeah, now we have no. I know Kings fans are used to this. We have a mentor. Now we have a mentor. We all got mentors. You keep the leadership in the building. It got a little bit squirrely, but water under the bridge, no harm, no foul. Let's get to work. There's an AFC West to win. There's an AFC West to win.
I know Ramsey is with you over there.
There's a wild card berth to be had.
It's got to be rough watching the draft for Ramsey because every other pick's his favorite team.
Hey, Jay, why does he rare form all day? He went at Dave. He went at Matt. He won't let me have my moment. When I let y'all have your moment.
Stop trying to dig into that. You've got your moment. Go ahead. What you want us to do? Sit back?
Absolutely.
You talk for 10 minutes. Go ahead.
Why are he talking about the first pitch? He talking about Fernando not there. And all I do is support the Niners. We are the Sacramento home of the Niners.
That's
and
right.
I support them wholeheartedly. I support them and their hypothetical Super Bowls.
There's many teams in the NFC West that the 49ers have to worry about. One of them that they don't is about to select here. The pick is in for the Arizona Cardinals. Am I selling the Cardinals short? Ramsey, I might be one of Ramsey's favorite teams. No? Okay. You have to check.
What did you say about the Cardinals?
I said there's many teams the 49ers have to worry about in the NFC West. One of them that they don't have to worry about is being their pick. Yeah.
I mean, they always lose to the Cardinals once, it feels like, a year. But, in the grander scheme of things, as far as a playoff spot, that'd be a no.
Roger Goodell.
Ty Simpson.
It's not. Jeremiah Love.
No, he got a motor.
Yeah.
No, I like Jeremiah Love. No, I like him a lot.
They're collecting some playmakers down in the desert.
Hey, Jacoby, hand that thing off. Don't throw it, brother. Don't throw it.
Congratulations, Ramsey, on your Cardinals move. We'll come back with a look at 49er draft prospects as the draft rolls on. Wait, can you stay for that?
I got River Cats. I gotta go now. I gotta be BJ's. I got a reservation. I gotta go.
It's draft day. The celebration continues on Sactown Sports.
You bought an RV, and you got an automatic discount from Progressive by bundling it with your home or auto insurance. That's great, but a serious word of warning every RVer should heed. You don't need to talk about things like dry weight or dump stations. And you don't need one of those expensive water filter straws either. Because the most extreme thing most RVers encounter is a campsite without hookups. So just enjoy yourself and Progressive's automatic discount when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other, so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals, and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a simple management fee based on the value of your portfolio, so we do better when you do better.
We appreciate that kind of transparency.
We also check in with you regularly to keep you up to date on the markets and your portfolio.
Well, what other services do you offer?
As a client, you have access to resources on investing, financial planning, estate planning, Social Security, Medicare, and more.
Wow, sounds like Fisher Investments has everything we need.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
To 15-year-old Harper, buying an $80 vintage rock t-shirt is a great investment. To Harper's mom, this logic has a few holes in it. So she helped Harper open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account. With no overdraft fees and tools to track spending, Harper's learning, one heavy metal tee at a time. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/deposit disclosures for fees and details.
What's going on? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. Chad, tell me about the Declaration of Deals sales event.
There's nothing more American than a Jeep. And with the Declaration of Deals, now is the time to get your hands on the ultimate factory-certified off-road machine, the new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, when you save up to $7,500 off MSRP.
Ooh, those Jeeps are pretty cool, and that's the best savings yet.
But Hoblet is more than Jeeps. With the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter, you can save big on over 180 vehicles and almost 40 under $20,000. Not to mention the award-winning customer service you get at this fifth-generation dealer.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$7,500 total net savings on select new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon after $1,500 factory rebates and $6,000 dealer discount. Rebates may include $500 military or first responder bonus cash for eligible members. 3 of this net savings. Sample VIN 205698. See dealer for details.
Download the app and listen to The Drive Guys.
The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
We got things happening right now. We'll get back to the NFL draft in just a moment. First, a quick check of the NBA playoff scoreboard. 3:40 left in the first quarter. The Raptors are leading Cleveland 23-19. Keon Ellis has not entered the game. And 10:58 left in the third. Atlanta 61, Knicks 54.
Atlanta
with a 7-point lead early third quarter.
Dang, this is what you wanted, Whitey.
Well, still some pizza left in that box. And then, of course, later this evening, Denver at Minnesota. As far as the NFL draft, Raiders take Fernando Mendoza first. The Jets take David Bailey. Texas Tech edge with the second pick. And Arizona Cardinals have selected, help me out, Alan. Yeah. Jeremiah Love, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Running back, yeah.
Mm-hmm. C.J. McCollum. Doesn't seem like Mike Brown has changed up the defense too much, guys. C.J. McCollum, 16 points. Jonathan Kuminga, hey, stop playing with him, man. 11 points in 12 minutes.
Woo!
Stop playing with him.
How's Karl Anthony Towns doing?
10 points. Mikal Bridges, 17 minutes, donut, 0 for 3. Donut, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, 10 points. They just have no offensive help. Get Jeremy Sohan in there.
They need more offense, so bring in Sohan?
Get him in there.
No wonder the Raiders had you setting up jump houses.
Listen to this. Seriously, though, listen to this bench. Jordan Clarkson. I know that's funny, Whitey. I just
that one came back
I should have stayed.
Yeah.
They had me doing bounce houses, though. Oh, Carnell Tate to the Titans? No.
With a fourth pick. Carnell Tate, wide receiver, Ohio State, to the Tennessee Titans.
That's my other thing during drafts. Just saying
Wait,
no.
hold on. Let's be quiet. See if you can hear Kayla shrieking with joy.
Well, she's not a. Actually, I don't know, and I'm not.
I didn't hear it.
On it.
I couldn't hear it, so maybe you're right.
That's my other thing. Just saying no every time, every pick, every single pick. No, that was supposed to be ours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I do. But I mean, this bench is ridiculous, Whitey. Think about this. In the playoffs, Miles McBride, Jordan Clarkson, Jose Alvarado, Landry Shamet, and they've all played. That's 4 guards under. What's Jordan Clarkson, 6'3"? Like, you don't need that. This roster makes no, and they've all played in this game. That is ridiculous. That makes no sense.
I'd like to see the Hawks win, but I don't wish the scrutiny that Mike Brown will be under if they lose this game. I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
You can't have both. Yeah, that is cooked.
General Manager John Lynch says this is a deep draft at defensive line, offensive line, and receiver. And the 49ers have needs there. As much as they say, well, we don't need much. May be true, but they do have needs. So that could be one reason, Alan, why, according to The Athletic and Vic Tafer and Matt Barrows, that's possibly one reason why they haven't signed Joey Bosa yet. They're thinking, we're going to get somebody in this draft.
Okay.
It's the clearest need. It would be a shock if the 49ers did not add a pass rusher in the first 2 rounds. And as of right now, they don't have a 3rd-round pick. So maybe they swing a deal with Arizona and get a 3rd-round pick. But as of right now, they don't have a 3rd-round pick. Fans would love the 49ers to address the offensive line, but Lynch extended Trent Williams for 2 years, talked up new swing tackle Vidarian Lowe, and has already brought in former Dolphins guard Robert Jones. It seems that they will probably wait to add a guard or tackle prospect until day 3. And the 49ers have added a receiver in 8 of 9 drafts under this regime.
Bites at the apple.
Yes. What position did Kyle Shanahan play in college? Wide receiver. So you got Mike Evans, Christian Kirk signed short-term deals. Jacob Cowie still a mystery. So Lynch and Kyle Shanahan could grab one earlier than you might think, says Barrows Tafer, if they fall in love. So it looks to me like edge rusher at 27. I know you're not down with my short arm guy.
No, I don't discriminate. I didn't even know that was an issue. But apparently that is an issue. But is it one of those things, Whitey, where it's like, hey, I mean, he played in the SEC, which is essentially, I don't know, feels like 60% of the NFL anyway. If he did what he did at the SEC level, there shouldn't be that much of a drop-off. There were some big boys, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's one of those things that, well, if you have short arms, you just have no chance against some of these offensive linemen.
Always cooking up something new. That's what it is. I mean, again, don't take him if you want, but the Niners have already gotten burned with some of their draft decisions, and that's what's tough when you don't want to overthink something, but if it's an issue, it's an issue. All I know is that whoever the Niners pick will be the best pick they could have taken. That's all I know.
I know that you may not admit it, but if the 49ers end up with Kenyon Sadiq at tight end, if they end up with him, you're going to think that's a great pick, even though you will say, I don't know.
No, that's the one I'd have to say. Look, if they trade up or if they're able to get that dude, yeah. I mean, I don't even know. When you watch him, he looks like a wide receiver. He looks like a thick wide receiver. He doesn't even look like a tight end.
Well, tight end, and to a degree, that's what it's become. Kittle's not like that. He's more of a throwback blocker.
Right.
In addition to being
no
a great
block,
receiver.
no rock, so he better block. Yeah, if y'all get Kenyon Sadiq, I got nothing for you.
That'll definitely be oh no.
Oh yeah, that'll be like, no. I actually will be annoyed if you get him. Just so you know.
I know a lot of people think the 49ers I'm not falling for that trap anymore of looking at the 49ers saying, man, the offensive line's terrible. Oh, they're going to take an offensive lineman early. They just don't do it.
Yeah.
They'll take 1 or 2 eventually, but they don't spend high draft capital on offensive linemen.
And they've essentially said it, right? They've essentially said as much, whether it's their own kind of pressers and press conferences or via the media and the people that they talk to. that's their philosophy. And as much as I give you guys grief about, the hypothetical Super Bowls, I mean, you're in the mix every season. So it's hard to say that your, the theory and that the calculations that you have, the equations that you're using don't work. You just haven't won the big one. I mean, I'd love to be in a situation where somebody's joking with me about hypothetical Super Bowls because I'm in the mix every year. So I don't know if you change the whole recipe or maybe you tweak it a bit. I think that's the question, Whitey. If you haven't won the whole thing, is it time to discuss tweaking your
approach?
Your approach, yeah. That's the question. Maybe not changing it, but tweaking it a little bit. Or saying, all right, maybe we do need to make some decisions.
I just think as much as they value the pass rushers that, last year they drafted a pass rusher with a first pick and they didn't get to the quarterback. That just makes it more important to do it this year rather than forcing you to decide, we can't do that again. I mean, there's even more of a pressing need to get to the quarterback, which obviously makes your secondary better and all that. So they're still looking. Last year was, so far, it's early. Some of those defensive linemen they picked, they did some nice things, and they still are developing, but they still need to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, I guess I'm just looking here at what they have. Like, in my opinion, they have, and I know they did trade away some picks. So in 2026, maybe this isn't the year for it. So, Jay, they don't have a 5th, 6th, or 7th in this
bunch
draft.
of fourths.
Yeah, but they have 4 fourth-round picks. So I do wonder, they have first round and second round. They don't have third round. But I do wonder, and that's for Odigizua, that's how they lost a third rounder. Yeah, I don't know. You don't have as much trade flexibility this season, but do you just go get somebody can do the job? And no, not whatever's left of a Chase Young. Just go, and that's what they did with Odigizua, but we'll see what that looks like.
He's a lot younger though.
Yeah,
and he's close. He's in his prime.
Yeah.
He's on the back end.
Right. You're saying Chase was on the back end.
Yeah.
No, they did it. I don't know. We don't know if it's gonna. If you have that, right? Odigizua proven, Bosa back, and Michael, who we really didn't get to see. Do you really want to take somebody? And I'm not trying to say don't take a wide receiver, don't take somebody an edge rush is going to get after the quarterback. But, it just feels like they're just stacking up maybe whatever they're doing. And I know that Lynch said they're using AI. It just feels like whatever they're doing at certain positions isn't working.
Jay, let me see if I can convince you to take Cassius Howell, edge rusher, Texas A&M, 6'2", 253, 40-yard dash, 4.59 seconds, 10-yard split, 1.58 seconds. Strengths, excellent bend and burst around the end, explosive inside move, impressive variety of pass rush moves, extremely effective as a stand-up rusher, decent recognition of running plays. Weaknesses, that's what it says.
Decent.
Must add more power to pass rush, rarely able to set edge adequately against the run, has trouble disengaging from blockers, gets pushed off the point of attack too easily. Are you in?
He sounds very tiny, and he sounds like he's speed, and then the overall arching situation.
I can drop him into coverage, Jay.
Yeah, he's Texas A&M. Get him out of here. Yeah, I mean, you'd had a better shot. He said Baylor.
All right, I understand that. I respect that. Don't agree, but I respect it. Do you think you'd be going, without knowing all the names, do you think you'd be going edge rusher here?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you go edge rusher. Yeah, I think you or if it's there in some form or fashion, I think you have to go inside O-line.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
You're not
if
afraid to do that early?
No.
Right.
I mean,
there's a really
inside
good one from
O-linemen
Arizona State.
Yeah, don't really go too high. So you kind of catch them, you get them second, third round. But you got to really like that person. If not, I think that's why we're continuously hearing the whispers that the 49ers they're not impressed by that many people around where they're going to be. Now, of course, tonight we'll see if it differs, but that's why we continuously keep hearing they want to move back because I think they want to get some of those things taken care of. O-line, edge rusher, and really those guys kind of a little deeper this year. You can get them in the second and third, fourth round.
We have our first trade. Arvell Reese, linebacker, went to the Giants, and then we have a trade. Chiefs get number 6. The Browns get numbers 9, 74, and 148.
Dang, so who do the Chiefs like to move up?
We'll find out when we come back. Drive Guys, Draft Day Edition, Sactown Sports.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
We are fortunate in Northern California to have weather that allows us to play golf year-round. On the other hand, that's a lot of time to be exposed to the sun's harmful rays, so just remember to apply the sunscreen. Experts say that SPF 30 blocks 97% of the UVB rays that cause sunburn, and you should apply sunscreen at least every 2 hours. So put it on before you play and reapply at the turn. Apply it evenly and thoroughly. When you use a spray, don't step into the spray because you won't be putting it on evenly. We all tend to get our arms, legs, and face, but make sure you apply to your ears, neck, hands, and scalp, and don't forget the backs of your knees. And make sure you check the expiration date. Experts also say the sunscreen that works is the sunscreen that you actually are going to put on your skin. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Yo, Palisades crew. Johnny Mosley here, blasting into your Thursday with the Toyota Tahoe report. The Toyota's locked and loaded, so let's swing open the door, peek at the conditions, and see what Mother Nature is serving up today.
Thanks, Johnny. The storm is cleared at Palisades Tahoe and is looking spectacular. Sunny skies, highs in the mid-40s, and light winds. Fresh snow from this week's storm means incredible conditions on the upper mountain. This report is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Skeeter here, Field Tech, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District. Hey, it's my favorite week of the year, Mosquito Awareness Week. Yep, the spring and warm weather means the little suckers are starting to breed and bite. Gotcha. So it's time to fight the bite. Once a week, drain standing water from flower pots, bird baths, dog dishes, and at dawn and dusk, start using insect repellent outside and wear long clothes, because these skeeters are out for blood.
The Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you it's time to fight the bite. For more information, go to fightthebite.net.
Your afternoon home for Kings Talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sactown Sports.
I hate to say this, but this could ruin Allen's whole draft day because he's so excited about the Raiders getting Fernando Mendoza. But the Chiefs, the hated Chiefs, have made a move. They've traded up to the 6th spot, Allen. You must be sweating bullets. What are they going to do?
They'll be done. Their reign will be done by the time Fernando's in his real prime. So we're okay. Give him 2-3 more years, and then it's Raiders time.
All right, we're just awaiting the announcement now. The pick is in.
Raiders.
It's funny because everyone backstage knows who the pick is, right? But now you're not supposed to tweet or report anything. Kansas City Chiefs with the 6th
Got to
pick.
be a wide receiver, right? But what if they got that's too high for Sadiq, but
With the 6th pick, the 2026 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Or a running back, maybe?
Select Mansour.
Oh, corner.
Delane. Corner from LSU.
Well, they just traded with the Rams, right?
That's right.
McDuffie.
Yeah.
So clearly we got our guy.
Okay. You all right with that, Raider fan?
Yeah, I mean, he getting torched.
Talk your spit, baby.
Yeah, he getting torched.
It work.
Brock Bowers on him. Trey Tucker on him. He getting torched.
Uh-huh.
That's
Fernando Mendoza going to eat him up.
Oh, yeah. That's light work. That's light work.
Seriously, though, fellas, we are 6 picks in. And really, probably, Mendoza, and maybe Jeremiah Love. Where's the oomph to this?
Yeah. Well, I think what you're saying, Jay, because even last season.
Season was some.
Shador went, fifth or
round,
something like that.
Yeah.
But I just think there weren't a lot of.
There's Travis Hunter. And,
there weren't a lot of personalities.
Yeah, Cam Ward.
This college football season period.
Remember there was that huge trade? Jacksonville traded up with Cleveland, right, to get.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
You remember where we were, Jay? We were at Tom's Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the whole We had some technical problems.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that were nobody's fault.
Right.
Ramsey was running the board for us.
Yeah, when you're out in the wild, it's a lonely feeling.
Yeah, it can be. It can be. Have you ever noticed how football players recover from concussions so much faster than basketball and baseball players do? You ever notice that?
No.
Seriously?
I mean,
Wemby right now is in concussion protocol.
Right.
And
it's only been a couple days.
I know. But remember a couple years ago, was it Norichika Aoki?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I said his name right. And also Brandon Bell. Remember, they got hit. They had concussions. They were out a long time.
Right.
Football, you might miss 2 days of practice, and they get you back out there.
Well, Dayball was going into the tent getting Dart back on the field.
Yes. They'll drag you out of there.
Yeah, and this is after the reform.
Uh-huh.
This is after
That's
Will
right.
Smith.
I forgot about that. It's just, I guess everybody's okay with it because I know football players. I remember Bill Romanowski once said when they first were so concerned about, concussions and Bountygate and all of that, and the league really had to start looking at some legal ramifications. And so they started establishing for players concussion baselines. And Romanowski said, he goes, I would have tanked it. Mm-hmm. When they tested my baseline, I would have tanked it so that when I have a concussion, I can go back in the game sooner.
See? So
if I'm concussed, I don't want them to know I'm concussed because I want to play.
Yeah, that's something like you ever took a lie detector test?
No.
That was a lie. Well, I guess
actually it's not a lie.
The reason they're not admissible in court is because you can manipulate it.
Uh-huh.
Right? Because my mom take your kid to work day, so she got everybody on a lie detector test. We just ask each other silly stuff. But if it's about your heartbeat or something like that. So if you're like,
was your mom a secret agent or something?
So if you kept your heart rate the same, the lie detector can't detect anything.
Jay, Alan says that she worked at the post office, but I think she was like an international spy or something.
What's your static shock?
Alan's mom ran the CIA.
I'm just saying, you know how to avoid.
Uh-huh. And it's in your blood. Hey, you can't fish here.
Yeah. Hey, take this lie detector test. Get back here.
By the way, Jay, you have some e-bike news for Alan, don't you?
I do.
Uh-huh.
Did you see? You've been moving and grooving today, Alan.
Yeah, I've been running. But I did see it. It's getting banned in Orange
County
yeah.
School District. They're banning e-bikes and e-scooters.
Amazing.
You can no longer ride them on campus during school time and or on campus during extracurricular activity.
On the day that your team drafts with the first pick, Fernando Mendoza, e-bikes banned in Southern California.
And my daughter's birthday. This is the best day. And I'm going to get a Pizookie later. Oh my. Man. This is the best day ever, guys.
What's the Pizookie flavor? What's the go-to?
Chocolate chip and vanilla.
Man, you about the most basic born. Now I see why you and Mendoza have a lot in common.
I didn't even want to say it.
Nodded. Did you nod an agreement to that, Ramsey?
I didn't even want to say it.
Man.
I didn't even want to tell you.
You just made something up. Put you on a lie detector.
Strawberry and oatmeal raisin, snickerdoodle. No, I do mess with a snickerdoodle, but I normally just keep it solid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The thing is, I know you say e-bikes are bad because kids don't get the exercise. They're banned because they're dangerous.
It's both. It's both.
Okay.
It makes them lazy.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to drive them.
Mm-hmm. By the way, the Commanders have selected Sonny Styles.
No, he's nice.
Linebacker, Ohio State. Any relation?
Great name. Could spell it better, but great name.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny Styles. He goes with a Y. I go with an I. So great name, though.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny Styles. That's what I'm talking about. Your name's Sonny Styles. You go into the league. Like, you're going to the league.
That nerd is 6'4", 230.
I think when your name is Sonny Styles, you going to be 6'4", 230.
And run a 4.38 as a linebacker.
Because is he the one with the brother? Doesn't he have a brother, too? I'm pretty sure he has a brother.
I don't know.
Yeah. Sonny Styles.
I think a lot of these guys have brothers, actually.
Yeah. But I'm saying, no, they were both football players.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sonny Styles. Now, that dude, he could play.
Mm-hmm.
That was just a great draft. I don't know what you're talking about, Jay. Plenty Star Power, Nando, Sonny Styles, Jeremiah Love. There's some good names in this draft.
Give me 2 more.
Arvell Reese.
All right.
Who who are we talking about?
I'm just asking. Give me 2 more.
Names? Good
Yeah,
names?
big names. Like who's all sitting back waiting on?
Well, like I said, the tight end that I just mentioned,
You don't even know his name.
Because I think
from Oregon, I get a little more help. Here you go.
From
R20K.
Oh yeah, Kenyon Zedek. I try to tell you.
You remember a few years ago, we talked about this yesterday. So many NFL teams looked like they were figuring running backs are a dime a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
They're easy to get. The ones they had, they disrespected or just didn't value as highly as you'd think they might. Like the Giants let Saquon go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jeremiah Love, as we mentioned, 3rd pick running back selected by Arizona, and that makes him the highest drafted running back since Saquon Barkley went number 2 in 2018.
Man. Yeah.
Teams are rethinking the importance of the running back.
Even Genty went high last season.
Mm-hmm.
These are top 5 picks. It's all coming back, Whitey. Run the rock, baby.
Mm-hmm. Love will join a Cardinals offense that is getting revamped under new head coach Mike LaFleur, bringing a West Coast-style scheme to the desert.
We'll see. They're the ones. What division is tougher, guys?
Not the AFC West.
AFC West or NFC West?
Are you serious?
Is it that? Obviously.
Who won the Super Bowl?
Yeah, the Seahawks. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But you have in the AFC, you got
who'd they beat in the NFC
Championship?
Yeah, the Rams.
And who was in the second round as a player?
They kind of just hung around the Niners. But AFC West, you got the Broncos. Also in the AFC Championship.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs, who they had a down year.
Yeah.
So there, we're neck and neck right there, fellas.
No.
Yes, we
How
are.
How does a down year equate to going to the NFC Championship
Because it's
game?
Mahomes. Come on, Whitey. It's the Chiefs. And the Chargers.
I'll give you the Chiefs and the
difference is
Chiefs
the
and
Niners.
49ers are roughly.
No.
49ers had a better year, but roughly equivalent.
Y'all got about one better team in the Niners. That's the difference. But it's not a ridiculous statement, guys. It's not.
Cardinals better than the Raiders?
No. No. So that helps.
The question.
That helps the AFC West as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Broncos got the first. The Broncos are 1 year in, so we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, young Bo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All these, and that's what we were going to talk about, Whitey. All these young quarterbacks that are out in the wild right now, and everybody thinks that they got their guy. The same way we were talking to Brenston Buckner earlier today.
Yeah.
But we don't necessarily. Each year we're finding out how realistic all this is. And it's the same thing is going to happen in the NBA in this draft for 2026. Everybody thinks that we got the right guy. We'll see.
Yeah, I think teams fall into that trap, as we've discussed, where you need somebody at a position. Happens with quarterback a lot. You think, well, we need a quarterback right now. Okay, well, who's the best quarterback right now? And if somebody's not that good, then you see teams make these terrible mistakes that they can't get out from under for years. But I don't think Fernando's that, if I'm being honest. He's not just, well, we need a quarterback and he's the best. He looks like a very, very strong professional football prospect. On the other hand, if Arizona somehow ends up with Ty Simpson, to me, that good luck with that. He has only made, 15 starts? That could be a case where we need a quarterback and he's the best one out there now. That doesn't mean you should pick him.
Yeah, and they don't have a very good kind of track record with this. You can just continue to go back. They've had opportunities at QBs a couple times, and it hasn't worked out for you. I'm wondering now, Whitey, the way you brought up other, how quarterbacks are maybe looked at differently, even with Sam Darnold winning it. Mm-hmm. I wonder if 2021, I know about the Niners and how they felt, but do 3 quarterbacks go back to back to back? 1, 2, 3, Lawrence, Wilson, Trey Lance. Does that happen now, just based on how we've seen bounce back quarterbacks do their thing? We've seen teams kind of build around it.
If the players were there, they would.
Okay.
Yeah.
But specifically this year, I'm saying, was this year kind of forced? And hey, like you're saying, oh, we all need quarterbacks, all three of them. So they go 1, 2, 3 when maybe they convince themselves that they were the guys.
Teams are always going to convince themselves that those guys are the guys. This year they couldn't even do that. By the way, Hawks leading the Knicks 86-75 with 1:49 left in the third quarter, and Raptors leading the Cavs 38-36. I'm not sure if your guy's been in the game yet, Alan. Keon will have to wait and find out.
Are they winning?
They're down 2.
Yeah, he'll come in soon.
Yeah. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate it. We're back with it tomorrow. And stick around because Golf to Go is coming up next on Sactown Sports.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger.